rhythm and the crew. Move, move. Alright, I make me tell you listen. Move, move. We a dance to the rhythm and the groove. Move, move. Watch them massive and crew, them a move. So we chop it, so we do it. This a rhythm that lock down the street. So we chop it, so we do it. This a one that come fi lock down the street. Alright, so we chop it, so we do it. Lock down and we a lock down the street. So we chop it, so we do it. This a one that come fi lock down the street. All I'm full of go play back again. And everybody say yeah, 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 yeah. All I'm full of go play back again. See them tackle up the big tune. All I'm full of go play back again. And everybody say yeah, 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 yeah. All I'm full of go play back again. See them tackle up the big tune. All I'm full of go.
All right, welcome aboard to the Flight Sim Broadcasting Network, and we are here in actually Miami. We're actually doing our inaugural flight. Nate, I just read your comment. Yes, you can tag along if you'd like. That's fine. That'll work. Just don't have to record the cruise or anything like that. That's too long of a flight to do that, but definitely record it. Hey, Pops, what's going on? Gary, he says, I want that livery. Gary, this livery is going to be available to our pilots here for download shortly. Probably after this flight, I'll put it on the website, and our pilots can download it. So it'll be available to our crew, that's for sure. We are doing Gary the Bean, how are you? Nate, just your average weeb, how's it going? We're obviously flying our first inaugural flight out of here, out of Miami. We opened a brand new trip, if you will. We're on day one, trip one, or day one, leg one, I should say. This is an early morning departure. We got to get out of here by 7 o'clock, and it's about 6 o'clock in the sim right now. It's a cold and dark jet, so this is a beautiful airplane. This is obviously our flagship series. If you haven't seen it yet, it's absolutely gorgeous. It's obviously to celebrate Jamaica and the people of Jamaica. So we're going to be heading down to Jamaica, not today. We're actually going to be flying up to Norfolk. So day one kind of goes up to the northeast, and then day two we go down to Jamaica and then turn around and come back. So I'll film all that, and then you'll be able to see the return trip next week as we turn up from down from Jamaica. We'll probably do a turn on next week. So This week I'm going to fly up, and I will record everything. I'll just post it on the on our YouTube channel here, and then you can watch just pretty much takeoff and landing video there for the next sequence as we go into our new destinations. We've got Norfolk, Virginia. We're going to be hitting Providence. We go to Detroit, and then back over to Providence, overnight in Providence, and fly back down. Almost the same exact route we've come, and then when we land in Miami, we head down to Jamaica and do a turn and come back. So I'm going to jump in the flight deck right now. It is cold and dark. John, how are you? Gary says, I'm part of the crew in some way. Gary, I want you to fly, man. You're going to fly for us, buddy. I want to get you in, and I definitely want you flying for us. That's for sure. And you will. Just keep cranking in those hours. Get that VATSIM going. Get those hours up there a little bit. It'll help you. But yeah, I've got you, Gary. You're pretty much gonna be in. No problem. Sean, what's up, buddy? Sean's checking in. It's the first time I'm actually flying a 737 in a long time, so I'm pretty excited about it. Actually, it's been a while. It's been a minute for me, and I'm looking forward to it. Okay, first thing I'm gonna do is actually put on a flashlight because I can't see anything. So we'll turn the flashlight on. We're gonna come down here. We do have ground power on. And we're going to roll this quick. I'm going to go ahead and flip this down. Just make sure all the switches are good, positioned the way they need to be. That's off. Those are good. Coming in here. Great. And then we're going to go down to the main panel. Check our gear. We're going to go gear down, if I can see it. Holy cow. It's hard because I'm losing 8 inches of screen when I stream, guys. It's just a pain. Okay, gear down 3 green. So look there. You don't need to do a fire. Everybody gets confused with this. Our new pilots think they need to do a fire right now. You don't, because there's no AC power on the aircraft. However, we do have AC power hooked up. So we're going to go ahead and flap the ground power down now. Oops, I forgot to do one thing. Very, very much so. All right, there we go. Come on, power. Yeah, I got to install a new version for my panels. I'll have to do that later. Okay, panels on. Here comes the power. There we go. Okay, power's on the aircraft. It's very important that we got to push back on time. Early in the morning, you have to get on the gate on time, or else your day is screwed up. This is a point-to-point aircraft, so there's a lot of little things that need to happen. And so what I like to do on the line is get the dang IRSs fired up as fast as I possibly can. So I'm going to go ahead and flip this to, not just to a line. And we're going to go nav. I kind of overshot, went to alternate, but we're good there. And then I'm going to jump right down, and then I'm going to put in my just my position, which is in Miami. So we're going to do Kilo MIA. And I'm on gate Gulf 8, by the way, Nate, if you wanted to know. Your call sign, you would probably use 7. So you'd use Riptides or CST 7 if you wanted to do that. I'm a 01? No. What the heck am I doing? I see, Miami. That's what it was. I was thinking, wait a minute. Now, gate, I don't know if they simulate the gates, but we're going to go... yeah, so G8, you can see how it's the same last position there, which is nice. And we just drop it in there. I'm going to forget about the route for now. We're going to go on top of the overhead here. I'll shut my lighting off. Oops. We'll shut that off. And we got 7 minutes for full alignment, so that's fine. And what I like to do at this point in time is make sure that the galley power's on, because that is going to be the coffee. And one thing passengers like is coffee. Yon Emperor, let's slap that on right now. That's good. Cap that. And then I'm just going to do my fire warning tests. I'm going to do all my checks right now. I just like to get my checks out of the way. This is not correct. This view is wonky. Let me see if I could. That's why. Let's go ahead and check this view. Give me a second here. I got to get this track IR kind of working for us. Let's see if it works. Oh, it's going to screw up. Okay, there we go. There's the reset. I'm going to go ahead and lock that in. Great. Okay, that should work now. Now I'm just going to actually move that to the other screen. And we're here. couple things I'm going to do right now is oxygen test. Okay, I'm going to come over here. And I'm going to do this one shot. Like, I know you're like, wait a minute, that's the flows. I don't have my flows in directly in front of me just because I'm trying to get out. So I'm just doing things, throwing a curve. For you pilots that are going through training, do not do this, you'll fail. You will fail. You got to do our flows. And I will do our flows. But right now, I'm trying to get out of the gate. That's good. We got a fault and op. Take a look at the light. That's great as well. I'll flip it over here. 1, 2, 3. And then you got a wheel well light, so that's good. If you did it without the AC power, you wouldn't have had that wheel well light. It wouldn't have been there. So it's important to actually do that. Good. Good, Scribs. Test cargo. Good. Now I got to wait for the TCAS test because we're not fired up. And I'm going to go ahead and turn on the FO's lighting. Get the FO side. And then we're going to hold this. We're going to do a JIPWAS test. If I can get up there, it would be excellent. I'll drop down here and we'll do a JIPWAS. Where are you? Oh yeah, the Rolex 24. You're bringing back some memories, my friend. We had the Rolex 24, and then right after that, we had the Daytona 500. That should be in February, isn't it? The first week of February? I think it's coming up. That's awesome. Good fun.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Too low.
Jason, I have a challenge for you to do the flight with PMDG and all the failures actors here.
Too low. Terrain.
That would be fun.
Glide slope.
Not really.
Bank angle. Bank angle.
Not really. That wouldn't be fun at all.
50.
All right.
30.
So I don't like what's going on here. You can see there's 4 minutes on that side. This one really powered up fast. This one's 4. So I'm going to watch this. All right. Let's go drop down here while that's doing its thing. We got another jet right there. And we're going to go index. We're going to make sure you're on the same. The AIRAC cycle is current, so 2301. And we're going to go into here. While we do this, I'm going to go ahead and click FS Actions. I'm going to go ground service. I'm going to call the fuel truck in right now. We're going to get the fueler going. Now we've got 7300. Call that. Well, that's coming to arrive. And I'm going to pull up our ACARS program. Jason, have a challenge? Yeah, okay, got that. Okay. By the way, if you like trains, check out Pop's channel. He's got a good channel there for trains if you like that. I'm part of the crew. Got that. All right, I read all those messages. Good. Gary, you definitely are the crew, my friend. Definitely. We're going to start the flight. And hope I set it up right in the back end of the system. I did. Okay. So now we're going to be over the water route. I'll show you in a minute. But we're going to get the fuel truck coming over. I'm going to request the fuel truck for GSX. They're going to come over as well. There is really no messing around. It's a 7 o'clock push. It's basically about 6:15 show. Or 6 o'clock show, whatever you request. Request refueling. Get that in there. And the fuel. I'll show you the paperwork and everything else.
Until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
Oh, where the heck are we? Okay, we're going to do Miami to Norfolk, Virginia. It's a beautiful day for a flight, folks. It's gorgeous. And we're going to be taking off 17,200. We're going to be landing about 7,000 pounds of fuel, so that's perfect for us. 17,200. Put that in there. We'll just drop it over there. We got to wait for everybody to come in and do its thing. We are taking 138 people on the aircraft, so I'm going to just go ahead and set my payload at least in the cargo area right now. And we're putting 4416 in the front there. That's all going to be in the front. And then the aft is going to be somewhere around 2481. There we go. And that throw the aft in. Good. Take a look at the time. It's 6:13, so we're doing good on the clock. No worries. But we don't want to dink around is what I'm trying to say. So we'll get that going. Yeah, they shut down runway 16, Parker, all rich people, private jets on there. Yep. Did I update the PMDG today? The new version's out. I didn't see that. What version was it? I'm not running the update. To be honest with you, I didn't have any time to even update my sim. I know there's a sim update and it's starting today, but I didn't update it. So, no. Is there any major changes? Is there an EFB, I hope? Is that out? I haven't updated. We got a minute to go. I'm going to be looking on that for that side. And while we're sitting here, I'm going to start dialing into our route. Okay, Miami, we're going to go to Norfolk, Virginia. By the way, we have scenery for Norfolk. It's beautiful up there. KORF. And then runway out of here is going to be 8 right. We'll go depart. Departure is going to be the... Let me pull up my paperwork, and I'll show you the paperwork here in just a minute once I get everything settled and programmed. Our paperwork is... Oh, of course, this doesn't work. No, I love how nothing works. Why doesn't that work? Hang on just a minute. Why don't you work, thing? That's stupid. Alright, give me a second. It should work, and it's conveniently not working. My other camera. I think it's because it's not plugged in. Yeah, that works. Alright, let's see if we can get it rolling now. Multi-mode, nav radio, and tiller changes. Okay, thanks, Sean. I'll have to do an update when we land then, buddy. I will get it updated. It's just a matter of when. Okay, fuel truck's in position. That's great. I'm going to go check.
Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck, or please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity.
I know all about it. Okay, give me a second. Let's get the overlay up. Oh, the overlay's up there for you. All right, let's try... Let me get my camera working. It's the throttle cam that's giving me a headache. So let's see if I can trick it into thinking something else. How's that? And it worked. All right. Throttle cam coming in. Let's see if we got the throttle cam. There it is. All right, good. I'll keep the throttle cam up as I do the stuff. Oh, shoot. You know what I got to do? We got to pull up Pack X. And we're going to be running our Pack system. Pack X system, I should say. Ground services coming in. Yes. Such a pain, right? Let's flip over. Okay, we're going to start our refueling right now. There we go. Pack X is pulling up. We're going to go ahead and get this going. Start a flight. Start with career mode. I'm going to do myself. Nope. Coastal Airways. I got an hour and... On the paperwork's an hour 54 minutes. But it's booked for about 2 hours and 10 minutes. I'm going to give ourselves. It won't take that long. And we're going to be departing here in about 45 minutes, give or take. This is a cold and dark, so it takes a while. Coastal Airways 700. We got 138 people on this aircraft. There we go. It does have Wi-Fi, and we will click next. You're not going to be able to serve meals, just snacks. What the heck is going on? Oh, I got to pull up FSU IPC. I'll pull that up. I tried propellers, chicken. I tried props, chicken and rice this week, and I'm addicted. All right, but you got to soak it in barbecue sauce. I tried propellers, chicken and rice. Okay, good. So for those folks who don't know what's going on, every year in Daytona Beach, obviously you have the Daytona 500. They have the Rolex 24, which is a 24-hour race. We would go after school at Riddle. We would go there, and we would a whole bunch of buddies of mine, and it's loud. I mean, if you're in the dorms, you could see the race. We would go there. We watch we watch qualifiers, NASCAR. We watch a whole bunch of cool stuff. It just brings back a lot of memories. And unfortunately, I worked it, so I had to work the ramp during the Daytona 500. I was a fueler, and let me tell you, I met almost everybody in NASCAR. All their airplanes, they shut down a runway and they just fill it all in, and with all sorts of jets, we just jam them wherever we can. We park them wherever we can. It's pretty insane. It's chaos. It's really what it is, but it's really fun. It brings back good memories, that's for sure. Okay, we're gonna start there. Okay, so now we're boarding our Pack X. We got them boarding going. And what the heck was I doing? Okay. This. Let's see if there's any ATC online. By the way, if you're new to the channel, you want to know what we're about, it's 3 things: learn something, have fun, and do it right. That's kind of what we're about here. Even though we're not the best, I'm not saying that. We always make mistakes. I make mistakes all the time. There's no such thing as a perfect flight, but we try, we strive, right? 8 right, there we go. There is a arrival coming in, and that's going to be the, I like the Turks. We're going to do the drone 2. Looks like Raleigh, I'm sure. Nope, it's ISO transition. We're going to be over the ocean today. We do have rafts on our aircraft. All of our aircraft are outfitted with rafts, so we can fly this flight over the ocean, which we will. All right, our zero fuel weight, I've got estimated of 118.0. 118.0. We'll throw that in on the zero fuel weight reserves. I want to land with about 5,000 pounds. Do not want to go under that. That's very important. And our cost index is 40 tonight. Gives our fuel, plant fuel out of there about 16.8. So 16.8 on the fuel. Cruise, we're going to go up to 370. 37,000 feet up there. We're looking at 259.67, 259/67. I'm looking forward to this route. I'm looking forward to showing you guys these new destinations. We haven't added destinations in almost 6-7 months, so it's been a long time. Let's see here, negative -48. By the way, we are almost done hiring on this round. We're going to be shutting the doors here soon. I've got one more person to get in, and I think they just went through the interview. We're going to take him, and then I think we're going to be closing the hiring. That doesn't mean don't apply. Please apply still. We do want your apps, so we could put you on a standby, essentially a standby list, and get you in as soon as we can, as soon as we start hiring you in. I hated the Rolex all night long. Oh, it's fun. So you're a rental person too? Was that Foxtrot Sierra? What, you don't mind, what year was that for you? That's awesome. You gotta love it. Props. By the way, folks, Props was probably the best burgers, right? They had. Now the whole thing has changed since I've been there, right? They have it's weird. It's all brand new. The buildings that when I was there are not there now, or they're moved or something like that. I think the COB was just brand new when I started. I mean, it was just brand new. So, oh, you gotta love it. And you know the problem with it is like all the people come out of the woodwork. I mean, like everybody comes out. So it's to get anywhere during the 500 was a pain in the butt because you were doing a whole bunch of stuff like that. Okay, Miami 8 right, full length. I'm going to go ahead and throw our conditions in there. I'm doing our takeoff conditions. I've got to change things around really quick. I was actually testing one of our aircraft that we're going to be flying. We're doing a 700 Whiskey. That's with winglets. And we've got carbon on the aircraft. No, I'm sorry. It was steel brakes, 24,000 pounds a side. And let's go ahead and type this in. I normally do it on here, but I'm not because I'm just trying to get this in and computed quick. 24 Ks, maximum, optimum, off, takeoff. Right now I'm estimating takeoff at 134.8, so I'm going to dial that in, and I'll go over the paperwork with you here in just a minute. 138.8. Mach is probably going to be about 17 on the Mach. That's our mean aerodynamic chord. And let's go ahead and I'll pull up the paperwork for you, with you, and we can do this together. Hey, Ryan, what's up, man? Oh, okay, so 912. I see. So you're after me. A lot after me, but that's cool. So I'm pretty old, so that's awesome. But props the best, man. They get cheeseburgers, so they have this rice that's like lemon rice. Oh my gosh, it's so good. And they broil chicken, they grill it. So I had a grilled chicken with rice, and then I would just like soak it in barbecue sauce, which is probably not good for you, but it was so good between classes. We loved it. Good times. Tell you what, we hate good times. right, Miami is reporting 280. Wait a minute, this is... I'll make sure we've got the correct weather here. I got 010 at 6. It's not working with my other TAF report, so I'm going to go with this one. I am going to pull up our Navigraph one just to make sure that I have 3 or 2 reading the same thing. Because what you don't want to do is plan on something that's not true. So 280, that is correct. So this is old. Let me see if I could... No, what is going on here? Hour and 35 minutes ago. Okay, let's look at this. Time is 01:53 Zulu. 02:29. So this is... I'm going to go with this. 010 at 6. Okay. So the wind shift, it's not right here. It's an hour and 36 minutes old on these. So that's why you always want to look up. Now this is correct now. Okay, we got it. 010 at 6, 10 statute miles, broken. 31 overcast at 85, 1914. I've got all that correct. And we're looking at flaps 1. Runway is going to be 8 right. Cell temp 56. Their assumed temperature at 56 degrees. And we're looking at engine failure. Says maintain 92, 25 nautical miles. Hold. Got that. Okay. And give me some speeds. 36, 37, 41, 136, 137, 141. By the way, Chief Pilot, what's your debrief for the flight I did with where I had to go around in the Khartoum, Denver? You know, Ryan, you did a good job, man. That was a tough day for you, but you did an excellent job. You went around, you did the right thing. You said, you know what, I'm not messing with this, so it was fun. It was fun watching you in crappy conditions like that. I do like that. My goal right now is to get a job with the Republic after college, and then hopefully either Southwest, one of the big there, or 3. I want to fly 7-3 though. That's my main goal. Yeah, it's cool. JB Gaming, yo, what glasses are those? These are gunner glasses. They cut that blue light out a little bit. It just kind of helps my eyes not dry out. It kind of keeps some moisture in too, which I like. So I'm staring at a screen a lot. And Simmers, you guys do the same thing. You know, we're all staring at screens. It's a good idea to wear something like this to help your eyes a little bit, keep the moisture intact and stuff like that. All right, flaps are 1. CJ, I gotta wait. Let's go ahead and board them. We're gonna have to release the fuel truck right now. I'm gonna go over to ground services. And let's get the passengers boarding here. I'm going to put on 138. We're starting to board that way, and then we're going to go right there. That goes in. They're going to get boarded. I'm going to put our numbers in at 136, 137. So 136. And then we'll run our checklist here in a minute. 136, 137. 130, 141. 141. Now, I'm not going off what PMDG is saying. I'm going off what my actual VTP said, my virtual performance tool. It's a great program. I can't wait till they, done with the beta, and then we're going to get this thing rolling. That's good. That's good. Okay. Trim. Trim's going to be right around 6.5, and I got that trim in there already. I already tested those. One thing I did not test was this, which I'm going to test right now. Take a look. There we go. PFD, ND look good. You should say TCAS, what do you say? TCAS system. Pass. All right, we're good. All right, coming on the MCP here, we're going to do 130, 141 is our B2, so pretty heavy. Altitude, we're going to climb up. This is the Flazzy 2 departure out of here in Miami. They have us down to 5,000 feet, folks. Oh, almost all the way over the ocean at 5,000 feet. So we're talking at least 40 miles. 33 and a half miles at 5,000 feet. Now, we're not going to do that on this flight. If there is nobody online, I'm going to take advantage of that, and I'm just going to blast off and climb. Because I do not want to waste time at 250 knots, just zipping around up there. I don't want to do that, so I want to get efficient as possible. And I need to find my dang panel. My panel has kaput on me. Let me double click that in there. I'll restart this. I might get a pair. I love them. They're really good.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I would love to welcome you aboard our flight. When you find your seat, please be sure to place your larger carry-on items in the overhead bins and smaller items underneath the seat in front of you. Unless you're in the front row, please place all of your items in the overhead bin.
Gosh.
If you have any trouble finding a location for your carry-on items, please let
You
us
know,
know.
to be honest with you, just your average week, whatever they pay you to fly, you'll fly, right? If they say, hey, I got a garbage cans with wings, you're going to fly the thing, right? Because that's the end of at the end of the day, that's what you'll do. All right, let's do our flows now.
Row, please read the exit seating responsibilities in the card in the seat back
That's
in
good.
front of
Ryan,
you.
I'm going to
If you're
get
not
to your
able
comment here
comply
in a
with
minute.
these actions, please let a flight
Okay, that's on
attendant know.
nav. That's
That way
good to
you can
go.
communicate. Feel
Eeks
free
are
to
on
use
and
your cell
capped.
phones during the
Packs
rest of the
oxygen
boarding
are good.
process,
We're going to go
but
ahead
we
and
do
flip
ask that
that. That's good.
laptops, tablets, and any other larger electronic devices are stowed once we depart from the gate. Thank you, and welcome aboard.
Okay, looking good. PSEU light is off. Coming down. Oops. Coming down the top of the panel. I'm going to do it's called a waterfall flow. 5 capped right here. This is coming on fuel pump here. Seatbelt signs coming on. Since the fueler's off the aircraft, we can do this now. Window heat coming on. I'll show you how to test this. You flip it all down to on. All these lights come on. I think you have to drive the system to a test, and that's how you do it. Now you're looking like, now what? Just turn them off and turn them back on, and that is a full-on window heat test. You're done. Okay, these are coming on. This is a coastal thing. We turn all of our pumps on right now. We're going to push and hold the cockpit voice recorder. Lights up. It's off. There we go. Supply there. That's off. That's good. Coming down here. 38,000. Excuse me. Coming up on 38,000 feet with a landing altitude. I'm going to plug that in right now. Landing altitude is 26 feet. So I'm going to put it at 50 because that's closer. And we're going to put our logo light on. Let's do a checklist. I know it's a little early for that yet, but I'm going to actually turn on just a little bit of background so you can see a little bit better. And MCP is set, ready to go. So is this panel. We've tested. One thing I don't think I did is test the actual test lights, so I've got to do that right now. I would just do a quick peek. Now, normally I would have done this first time, so if you have something out, you can get it fixed right away. So it's a really good, important thing that you do quickly. Almost one of the first things we do, and let's go ahead and check our lights while I go outside. All right, 6:32 on the clock. We're ahead of schedule, so we're actually doing pretty darn good on time. So let's get out. We'll do a test. We're going to do a walk-around inspection. Oh, shoot. You know what happened? You know what I didn't do? Which I'm going to do right now is I'm going to request boarding. I've got fueling, everything else done. Boarding is coming in. Let's go ahead and turn on the flashlight. Okay, flashlight's on here, and we're going to do our quick walk around. Again, I'm not worried about rushing now. I know I got plenty of time. Okay, look at the pitot tube here. You look at your angle of attack indicator on the side of the aircraft. We're going to come over here, check our nose gear. Now, I'm not going to walk all the way in here. I would if I was really flying it, but I'm not because it'll suck me right back in the cockpit, and we don't want to do that. No, I don't. Just the passengers. Okay, we're boarding our passengers now. That's good. You can probably hear them. All right, pitot tube's looking good. Again, looking at the angle of attack indicator. That looks great. You wouldn't touch it. You just kind of visually inspect it. We're going to come over here. We'll check our static ports. That's looking great. We've got to go around this guy. Excuse me. Coming around. I walk pretty fast. One thing about doing this. Now, I'm going to say, Captain, turn on the dang lights. And that's a clue for me to turn on these lights. Here they come. It's going to be blinding you. Oh, that's bright, huh? We're going to turn all of our lights on. And we'll do our walk-around inspection with the lights on. Everything is lit. Oh, that's bright. Okay. Come over here to the engines. Just kind of take a peek inside. Make sure your fan blades are good. Nothing falling out. The tap probe's inside there. That's something good. That's not a tap probe. It's a inlet probe. Okay. Good. Take a look at our leading edge. Make sure there's no ice or anything like that. Nothing on the ground on the aircraft. We'll take a look. This is actually a split scimitar winglet. So you only got about 7 degrees of bank when you're landing this aircraft before you actually rake it across the dang runway. This is a tough airplane to fly in heavy crosswinds. Your flaps looking good. Ailerons are looking good. We're going to come over here. We'll take a look at the backside of the engine now. Looking good there. And then let's take a look at our gear. We got a good beacon light. Now on the gear here, I'm just going to kind of look down. You would actually look at these. There's these 2 brake indicators. You probably can't see them really good in here. I don't know if they're simulated very well, but they are in here. We're just going to take a peek in here. We would just kind of look up. And yes, we should have the dang lights on. There we go. All your hydraulics, basically the heart of the aircraft is going to be in the wheel well here. You have hydraulics. You see all these pulleys and tubes and cables. You got your fire bottles. I mean, everything is in here. So if you lose this, you got a problem, folks. I mean, the control cables, you name it. It's not good. By the way, who knows what this nub is? Anybody know what that is right there? Right on the gear. You see that little thing that's hanging down? Tell me what that is. Somebody. All right, we're going to go around this guy. Excuse me. I know you're boarding passengers, but I got to move. Okay, we're going to come over here. The door is closed. We'll take a peek up here at the pressurization outflow valve, which is right there. This is the actual positive pressure, and that's the negative pressure. So there's one here for positive, one for negative. That looks good. Take a look at our stabilizer. That looks great as well. Captain tells the FO to count the number of LED bulbs on the landing lights. Turns on landing lights. I don't think I would do that. That would be, you should probably take your delay with that. Yeah, my eyesight's blown. Well, sorry, dude. Okay, make sure I don't tail strike the aircraft that just came in from repainting. So we did test it. It's been flying just for a few hours on the aircraft. All right, we're going to take a look again at the gear and make sure your gear is good. Come to the front of the gear. Okay, looking good. Again, poke your head in here. Excellent. All right, ailerons looking good, and same with our split scimitar winglets. Let's take a look at the strobe. The strobe is working. I can tell. I can see it flashing around there on us. And we got a red light. We're good. Looking good there. Engines. All right, looking good over here. Let's go outside and take a peek at the inlet. Now, these are not tight inside, by the way. They're actually loose. So if you took it and you just throw your hand there, you would hear ding, 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 ding. They're actually loose. You can actually grab one and move it. Because the centrifugal force, as the airplane spins up, it actually locks them in. Pretty cool. I don't know how that works. That is a bright light. It's in my eyes. So, all right, pitot static system looks good. We're going to jump right back in the cockpit. And that's done. We're going to turn off our lights. That's kind of why I waited for the light check, folks, to do give you a nice little dealio. Logo lights I'll keep on, taxi lights I'll keep off. All right. Whether the gear is up or down. Nope, it's that's a beautiful weathered bird you got there, J-Man. Hey, Scott, how are you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Yeah, this is a special livery we did. It's pretty cool. I like it. It's been awesome. Hopefully you're well. And you're doing well. We got terrain on. All right, let's run checklist. And let's go. We got only have 380 pounds in the center. Are you serious? All right, let's run our checks. That little nub, by the way, that actual nub is for the fueler. So the fueler, it's actually a metal thing that sticks out, and the fueler can just latch on to their dead man, their grounding clip. Most fuelers just put it on the tire, but you could clip that sucker into there, and it's a grounding clip. Just helps ground the aircraft to the fueler to the airplane, so you don't no static discharge or anything like that. That's not a good thing when you're fueling an aircraft and you've got static discharge going out on you. That's probably not smart. Not good to do. All right, let's run our checks, and we're going to get the heck out of here. I got 6:38, I know, but once the passengers are boarded we're going to go ahead and I'll do an announcement and we'll run it. Matter of fact, I'll probably do that soon. I'll give you some paperwork. Let's go ahead and run down our paperwork, give you a briefing, and then we'll get out of Dodge. How's that? All right, this is what we've got. We're doing Miami to Norfolk, Virginia. We're in flight 12, ship number 808, which is the 737-700. That is correct. We have an ATOG of 137.8, and that's available takeoff gross. And we'll check that as we go. I'll just put a mark there, a mark here in our landing rate, and mark
We're
here
ready
in our
to go
zero
when
rate.
you are.
Good. So she's got us ready to go. That's a good thing. We like that. We might just speed the clock up a little bit. Plan arrival fuel 6.9. Give that a check. I'm going to come through here really quick. And I will load in our route. So I'll go ahead and throw that route in there for us. And that's going to help us out. Just want to make sure we've got... I checked... I kind of just briefly checked the weather. It looks great. There's no issues. Norfolk, how do you say it? It's Norfolk, right? Norfolk? I don't know. It's not spelled that way. ORF, I've always said Norfolk. Maybe that's a northeastern thing. I don't know. Change autopilot coupled approach. Note to read autopilot coupled approach not applicable below 1180. Where is that? What runway? Runway 5 is no autopilot. So if it says auto coupled approach not usable or not below 1180, you can't do it. So no autopilot, folks, on flight on runway 5. So just make a note of that, 'cause that's a big one. If you were in crappy conditions, you'd have to fly this thing manually down, which is fine. That's why we're trained in a HGS, right? Temporary cranes coming in. Again, this is more Norfolk, Virginia. You just want to get Miami and just make sure we're good. That's good. That's good. I'm just going to go ahead and just strike them here. Plastic installation, runway, ooh, look at that. We have a runway closure, 8 right, 26 left is closed. Ooh. Why? Sign runway, 8 right, aircraft assigned 8 right. What is this? What is today? Interesting.
Oh, we got a passenger. He's not listening to us. The situation's escalating. What do you want to do?
Throw him off my airplane. That's what I'm going to do. I don't want him on my airplane if he's not listening. All right, let's see what we got. We're going to interact with the crew. We're going to say boarding incident crew response. That's what I want to do. Options, report the passenger or speak with the passenger. What do you think we should do? He's not listening to us. I'm going to talk to the passenger and say, look, if you don't shut up and fly right, I'm going to kick you off this airplane. And I'm not going to get airborne. I'll tell you right now, if I have to get airborne and you act up, I'm going to hog tie you and throw you in the back of the airplane. How would you like to do that? I'll speak with him for now. We'll see what happens.
Let's see if we can talk to the passenger and get them calmed down.
Okay.
If it doesn't work, then we're out of here. I'm going to throw him right off the airplane. Now, this is not a night flight. This is an early morning flight there, John. All right, so I've got a note him here that we got a runway closure. However, I'm looking at the departures in Miami. I don't see a darn thing. It's saying 8 right, we're good to go. Numbers, runway 8 left, 8 right, frequency. Nope, we're good there. Probably going to be on a certain date here. What's today? That's why. Today's what, 27th? This looks like on the, yeah, so I think we're good for now. Good. These are, I'm just looking at dates is what I'm looking at. Okay, good. I'm just kind of again, looking for runway closures like that one. That could have been a problem for us. We have a ton of cranes in the area. We've got to work on that. This is, again, runway 30. Not too concerned with that. We're not taking that runway. We're taking 8 right. So that's good. Runway Miami 9. We're not doing runway Miami 9. That's good there. That's good. 26 left, 26 right. Runway 12. Okay. And everything else is good to go on that. So a lot of NOTAMs to be checking, obviously. Okay, time check 6:44. We're pushing here soon. Will Coastal serve Cape Cod out of Boston in the future? It might. We might. This is Jeffrey B. This is the start of the flight, yes. This is the first flight of the day for us. This is going to be obviously it was a cold and dark start here. And looks like we've got everybody on board. Okay, good to go. I'm just going to get some preliminary stuff going for you, and then we're going to get the aircraft ready. We'll run our checklist. One of the last things we do is run our checklist. We'll shut the doors, and we'll be off to the races. 380. Now that's really... Now 380 pounds is low, but I'm going to actually start the APU with the center tank on, and we'll have to shut it off before takeoff. It's just one of those things what we'll do. All right. So gate is Gulf 8. Time push is probably going to be 7. Oil quantity coming in at 94 over 99. Hydraulic quantity is 100 over 100. Again, pretty new aircraft for us. It's old, but it's new. I think this is a 2010 old Southwest jet in any event. All right, let's go ahead and click our route. We'll take off, our legs page. If I can get there. Legs page, we're going to go route data. We're going to request the winds. Just going to pull those winds in for us, and then we're going to go ahead and click return. And our payload, you can see now we're full up there as well. And 117, look, that's pretty good, folks. We estimated 118,000 on a zero fuel weight, 117.9. You can't get any better than that. That's pretty darn good numbers. We'll take it. Okay, we're going to execute that. We're going to come over to initial reference. I'm good with all these numbers because they do jive up. The one thing I do want to make sure about, though, is our CG. We're going to throw that in there. 6.87 on the trim. This is not like the MD-80. This is so much nicer than the MD-80. 6.87, so right around there, we've done our set. We're ready to go. FMC uplink, yes. We do. We will have that for sure. FMC uplink. I do have it. I don't know if it's enabled on this one. I don't know if it does this PMDG carry that. I know the MD-80 does. I don't know if it does that though here. All right, just a minute. Let me go and get some stuff for you. Okay, right now, time. So it's an 8. Okay. All right. Let me get give you a ride report here in just a minute. Just getting my stuff going. One thing I didn't look at with you, and I will really quick right now, is just the ride. Let's see what we've got forecasted for us on our trip, and then we'll be ready to rock and roll. All right, looks like 5 to 18, so 18,000. Yeah, it's gonna be bumpy. It'll be bumpy in the pretty much all the way up. Okay, well, there you go. Okay, I'll give you a good rundown. How's that? All right. Always want to get this down. Here, I'll go ahead and look at Nate. I'll be right back. Hopefully give you a good briefing here. Give me a second. Folks, welcome to flight number 12, nonstop service to Norfolk, Virginia. We should be pushing back out of the gate here shortly. Once we're airborne, looks like we'll have about a 2-hour flight. Pretty good weather in Norfolk right now, just clear skies, 37 degrees, and might be a little bit bumpy during our cruise. We'll let you know. Once again, thanks for flying. Coastal, appreciate your business. There we go. So that's good. I got 11:50, which is about 6:50. We've got 10 minutes. I've already just started the APU. The APU is on firing up. We're going to do our checks. We'll close our doors. We'll get the everything off the airplane. So ground services coming in. We're going to release this. We're going to go to our menu, our doors, and we're going to close those. And then we'll run our checklist, okay? So once I get the APU online, we're good. Let's go ahead and get ready for a push. All right, checklist coming in. Before start checklist, fuel pumps. They are on. Center tank's going to be on, just be about 380 pounds in that center tank, so we'll throw those on. Okay, I'm going to throw the APU now is on. The timer is on. It's going to take a full minute for the thing to warm up before you can get bleed air on the aircraft, okay? Passenger signs are on. Window heat is on. Hydraulic pumps on. Doors, they are closed. Pressurization set. Auto brake. RTO. Stab trim is set. Before start checklist is complete. It's important that you actually go through the checklist like we just did, methodical, and not. I know you've done it 1,000 times. Okay, on the bus, that's coming off. I know you've done it 1,000 times, but still, that could really mess you up if you're not paying attention, right? Okay, let's pull the gate out of here and let's call for push. Okay, while they do that, the gate should be getting out of there on its own. There we go. What a beautiful airplane. I'm telling you, J Aviation did a fantastic job with this.
With service to Virginia. Our flight time will be roughly 2 hours and 10 minutes. Now that the cabin door is closed, please make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your large devices are now shut down and stowed. Please fasten your seatbelt and make sure that all tray tables and seat backs are in a full upright and locked position.
APU's been burning in at least a minute. The bleed's coming on right now.
Verify straps and stand by for all call.
Jeffrey said, I hope to see some more Mad Dog flights at some point. Are you kidding me? I always say that. Do you know how often I fly that airplane? Like, I've had 2 weeks off. I have 2 weeks off of the Mad Dog, and then I got to fly it again, you know, coming the end of the beginning of next month. So we'll be right back on the Mad Dog schedule. I can't get away from that airplane. Don't you worry. Don't you worry about it. Gosh, I fly. The only thing is, I don't think you guys, if you're not patrons, you probably can't see, like, during the week on how much we fly that airplane. We fly it often. A lot. Okay, looks like we don't have any ATC online, so we're just going to hook up, get ready to go, and just stop the timer, and then we'll get ready. It's weird not talking to Cliff. I left Cliff at home. I gave him the week off, 2 weeks off. I said, Cliff, you know, I don't need you. So we gave him some time off. Sean, can you explain to the line and below the line regarding the checklist? Yes. So, hold on. Let's go ahead. I'm going to do an autosave quick push. Hold on just a minute. Let me go 122.8. Okay, 122.8. Flip that over. Let me see if they can hear me. Miami traffic, how do you read? Negative, no one. All right, so let me just make sure that this works because it's known to be now it works.
That was a radio check. It's 5x5.
Yeah, I was a radio check. Thanks. Okay. Miami traffic, Riptide 12, push, Gulf 8. All right, let's go. Brakes are coming off. Write your time down. We're pushing a little bit early, if I can. Let's go. Let's go. All right, timeout is 6:54.
Riptide 5801, pushing after company off of Gulf 4.
All right, we're going to fire up number 2 first. Always want to get number 2 lit first. I'll talk about the line and below the line and all that stuff. We don't really do that in this airplane. It's the MD-80 that does that with FS2 crew. And usually what happens is
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the flight attendant for a safety demonstration.
All right, let's start number 2, sorry.
When the
Okay,
seatbelt
bleeds
is
on,
fastened,
here we go,
please
number
make sure
2's
that
coming
your
around.
seatbelts are fastened low and tight across your lap. To fasten, insert the metal fittings into one another and tighten by pulling on the loose end of the strap. To release your seatbelt, lift the upper portion of the buckle. We suggest that you keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the entire flight as we may experience unexpected turbulence.
Way to sell
There are
another
several
patron.
emergency exits on this aircraft. Please take a few moments
You know,
now
the
to
dollar
locate
one
your
is
nearest
fine
exit.
too.
In some cases,
You don't have to
your
spend a
nearest
ton of
exit may be
money.
behind you. If we need to
There
evacuate
we
the
go.
aircraft,
And plus it
floor
helps,
level
you know.
lighting will guide you towards the exit. In the event
You don't
of
have to, but
decompression, an
gosh.
oxygen mask will drop in front of you.
There's a lot
To start the flow of
Mad Dog
oxygen, pull
flights
the
on
mask
that. But
towards you. Place it firmly over your
Okay, we
nose
got a
and
good
mouth.
light.
Secure the elastic band behind your head. Tighten the straps
brake's
if
coming set.
necessary and breathe normally. Although the
Where's
bag
the
does not
brakes?
inflate, oxygen
See,
is flowing to the
just to
mask.
tell you how
If
much
you're
I've
traveling with a
flown the
crowd,
Mad Dog, I
someone
look
requires
here for the dang
assistance,
parking brake.
secure your
That's
mask
how
on first
a
and then
problem.
assist others.
How much of a
Keep
problem
your
it
mask
is.
on until a member of the crew advises you it is safe to remove it. In the unlikely event of a water landing, a life vest is located in a pouch under your seat or between
Looking for a
the
starter
armrests.
cutout,
When
58,
instructed
there
to
it
do
goes.
so, open the
And now I'm
plastic
looking for
pouch and
rollback
remove the
on the
vest.
EGT.
Flip it over your head. Wrap the
There comes
straps around your
rollback. We're going
waist
to go
and
ahead
buckle at the
and
front.
isolate,
Pull the strap to
ventilate.
tighten. To inflate the vest, pull
And that
firmly
gives the
on the red cord
passengers
only when
on
exiting
the
aircraft.
in the passenger
If your
cabin
life vest does
air.
not inflate
Go ahead and close
automatically,
that.
blow
Good
into the mouth
circulation.
for manual inflation.
We are going to
Vest is
start
equipped
number
with a
1
whistle
because we're
and
pretty
light.
heavy. We're going
If
to have
necessary, your
pretty
seat
long
cushion
taxi.
can
Matter
be
of
used
fact,
as a secondary flotation device. Pull the cushion from the seat.
we
slip your
could
arms
just
into
start
the
one
strap,
engine
hug the
and then
cushion
just
to your
power it
chest.
down, power it
Once
that way.
again,
But
all
I'll start
devices
both of
must
them.
be in airplane mode.
First
and
flight
your
of the
large
day, I'll
devices
probably going to
must be
start
turned
both
off
to
and
see if
stored at this
they're
time.
running all right.
Please securely stow your personal items. Make sure your seatbelts are fastened and seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position. We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight. Tampering with, disabling, or destroying the
hilarious.
smoke detectors located in the
No,
laboratories is prohibited by law.
Don't get me wrong,
All
there's a
this
ton of
information and more can be found in the
MD-80
safety card
flights
located in the seat
going
back
to
in front of
be
you.
on this
We suggest
channel
reading this and letting a
for the
cabin member
public
know if
too.
you have any
But there's a
questions.
lot of flights
Thank
that we
you for
do
flying
in
with
the
us
middle
again,
of the
and we
week
hope
that I
you
have to
enjoy your flight.
fly that I don't post on here. You know, I post on our Patreon. I'll do patron live streams too. These last couple flights, I did record. You know, crap. Where did we go, Sean? We went. I can't remember. It wasn't JFK. It was Newark. I went Newark, Pittsburgh, back, and I got that filmed. I just got to push it up on Patreon, and it'll be up on Patreon this weekend. Sometimes we do that. Okay, good start. Oil pressure's off. Starter cut out. Yeah, I'm looking for the rollback here. Rollback on the EGT. That's 2 good starts. Let's do our flows. Oh, I hate when this happens. All right, let's go. No, don't you dare lose it. Okay, good. We got a fuel pump on. You see how that's going to be a little screwy. Remind me, we're going to turn that thing off
Minor
here.
traffic, American 1527 departing 8 left.
All right, you see how it's going screwy on us? We'll go ahead and just do that. All right, coming across, looking good. Straight across inverters. Good. That's on. Probe heat's coming on. Come down the line here. That is on. That's auto. Bleed. We can go 8 left if we had to. Good to go there. Flaps 1. Taxi lights on. Control check. Run checks. Here we go. Clear. Brakes.
Ready
Ford
to go.
taxi checklist. Generators are on. Sorry, Nate, I'll get the heck out of your way here. Okay, generators are on. Probe heat is on. Anti-ice is not required.
Miami
It's off.
traffic, Riptide
Flaps
4, pushing Gulf 4.
1.
Crushing
Please
Riptide
note, the
58
cabin lights will be dimmed for departure
light.
and landing. If you require
Transponder.
additional lighting, there's a leading light on the panel above you.
TARA. Miami traffic, Riptide 12, taxi A right, via POP, Miami. Okay, we'll clear left, clear on the right, and throw this stupid thing off. There we go. And the reason why I elected to start both engines in the beginning of the day here is just because in case we need to, you know, the engine's not warmed up or something like that, you want to find out now rather than getting halfway there and then, you know, you're all screwed up. So let's not do that. Okay. It's a beautiful airplane, folks. I do love it. Really cool airplane to fly. Oh, we are way high over here. There we go. That's better. And normally I would have probably done a single engine taxi out of here. What's going on with my number 1? There we go. What's the total fleet size now, Jeffrey? No. John, I think it's a long day and probably not going to happen, buddy. Wide bodies in this airline probably not happening. Not for a long time. And I'm talking years. It could be a decade before we get those. If we wanted to get those. I don't even know if we want to. So, not going to happen. Not right now. That's for sure. That's not our forte. It's not what we do. You know, some airlines do international really well. For us, you know what I did, right? That was funny. Dual FMC restored. Good. That was a dumb thing, folks. What I did was I turned the dang APU off, which I should have done, but I didn't. I missed the flow step is what I did. That's why we have checklists. When I said generators on, guess what? They weren't. See? Every flight, there's always something to do. Every flight you can miss something. Especially when you're talking. Really easy to miss stuff. That's my 1 mulligan, right? I'm not getting another mulligan. There it is.
Miami traffic, FedEx 820 is 9 miles out on final runway 8 right.
Okay, we got a 9-mile aircraft on 8 right.
Miami
He's a
traffic,
747.
5801, taxi runway 8 right via pop-up, Miami.
Let's get a picture, huh? That's pretty cool. Love it. Good. The paint's beautiful on this airplane. He did such a good job with it. When I say international, I don't mean I mean wide body stuff. Alright, clear on the right side. Okay, I'm gonna do my checks now. I'm gonna push the throttle up, back down, attendant notification, recall it. Flight controls. We have a guarantee a yaw damper. Okay, reset that. Alright, clear. Alright, let's do our before takeoff check. Takeoff config. I just checked it. PAX. I'm actually going to look at it. PAX are auto and bleeds are on. Altimeters set. And recall checked. We'll check it again. Takeoff checklist. Before takeoff checklist is complete. Got an aircraft 9-mile final. Let's play chicken with the 7-4. What do you think? You think we could squeeze through there? No. We would never do such a thing. Never. I'll have to let them know. Miami traffic, Riptide 12 and hold short 8 right for that 7-4.
Yeah, FedEx 820, we're 4 miles, final 8 right.
Yeah, we're stopping for you, man. I got your number. There's no way I'm cutting you off. You got more lug nuts than I do. Look at how pretty that sunrise is. Man, that's gorgeous. It's 4-mile final. That's a little too... Total fleet size now is... I'll get to your below the line and stuff here in a minute. But total fleet size now is approximately... I believe we're up to here. Let's see here. 5 800s. We've got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 aircraft maybe in our fleet. All right, guys. Let's take a look at this 7-4. This thing's a monster of an airplane, and I really don't have any desire to fly it. It's too dang long. I mean flights. You got a 747. I'm like, nope, that means it's a long flight. I hope it models it. He said it was a FedEx. I didn't think FedEx flew them. Oh, it's not a FedEx. I mean, it's not a 7-4. It's I don't know what that is. And we're going right now. Airbus. Miami traffic, Riptide 12, lining up and waiting, runway 8 right. Okay, lights, camera, action, Cliff. Why are you doing that?
FedEx 820, we're clear the right side, taxiing to the north ramp.
Okay, I'm going to line up and hold right here just for a minute. Stop the aircraft. Okay, you guys ready to rock? Now, it won't come off of there until I do Jamba, and that's what we're going to do. So I'm just going to line it up. We're going to go direct to Jamba, and then I can line that up. That won't work. All right, you guys ready to rock? All right, here we go. reset that, bring him up to 40. And we are Toka. Okay.
Miami traffic,
Throttle hold.
Riptide 5801, lining up and waiting, runway 8 right, Miami.
80 knots, cross check.
E1.
Okay.
Rotate. Positive rate of climb.
You're up. You're up. Come on. Get some of that trim out of there. Oh, let's bug it up. I don't know, flight director's going on. No problem. Hey, flaps up. Okay, I'm gonna go control wheel steering for now.
Miami
looking
traffic,
how pretty
Riptide
that is.
5801, departing runway 8 right, Altamont departure, Miami.
Warning coming up. Okay, I'm going to level off manually. Let's see what the airplane wants to do there. Okay, do not. Give it about a 5-6 degree nose up at this speed. Then I'll check. We'll check our weather, and then we'll see if we can get a climb up out of there. It's not engaging. It's no big deal. Lateral navigation's not engaging. I'm going to pitch that down just a little bit. Kind of stay about 5 degrees. And then we can kind of get a lay of the land here. There we go. Oh, looking good. Why? Okay, let me take a look at the radar and just make sure that we got no aircraft flying all over the place. Yes, airplane, let's go. Be goofy on me. I'm just checking Volanta now, folks. Just want to make sure that you got no aircraft here. This guy's not a problem. This guy's not a problem. All right, we're going to start our climb, okay? I'm gonna pitch up. Now we can set command on. And I got VNAV set, select. See how it's dropping? Well, I don't want to do that, right? So we want to go positive here. There we go. Let's go ahead and start a climb. We'll go troubleshoot. Be a heading. Our lateral navigation's jacked, so we're going to go heading hold for now until I can troubleshoot, figure it out. Through 6,000 feet, we're going to cancel the climb and run our checklist. Climb check's coming up. Alright, what we're going to do is take a look at our packs. Good. Bleeds are set on. Pressurization. We'll check it. Looks good. And then we're going to go start switches. We'll actually turn these off. We don't need them on. Taxi lights coming off. One. APU and flaps. APU's up. Flaps, no lights. Through it. Getting bounced around pretty good. Yeah, look at that. It's going to be turbulent all the way up through the altitude, like I said it was going to be. It's going to be bumpy on the climb. Let's go figure out our jet here, find out what's wrong with it. The lateral navigation's not hooking up.
Gentlemen, we have now passed 10,000 feet. You may turn on larger portable
the
electronic
suspect
devices.
is
This
going
is
to
also
be
a reminder to please keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the duration
the issue.
of the flight.
You gotta
Do not form a line
stop.
near the lavatory. This aircraft
you
is
gotta
equipped
stop.
with onboard Wi-Fi. If you wish to
250
connect to the
knots
Wi-Fi,
is
you will be
the
required
only
to
thing
pay a
I'm going to
small
take
fee.
there.
We do offer complimentary in-flight TV thanks to our partners.
Yeah, I'm going to cycle the flight
Connect to the
directors
Wi-Fi
here.
to
That's going
find
to
out
help.
more information.
But you know, you can't. You don't want to do that when your hands are, you know, absolute tight. So I'm going to reset the FMA. It's kind of what you're doing. There we go. Now we're going to hook up. So you reset your flight directors, you get the FMA all sorted. But when your hands are full like that, you're doing a manual departure, like we just did. We'll go ahead and hook up back to the LNAV. You can see the autopilot there went autopilot reset. It doesn't like that. So what I might do, I'm going to throw them both off. That light should have went off. That's not even on. Like, I don't even know why that's a... That's so weird. Yeah. Let's go ahead and select first. We'll just troubleshoot. No big deal. This is not a big deal. Like, you know, my lateral navigation's off. Well, you know what? You got heading select. And that's the cool thing about flying an MD-80. You know, when you fly an MD-80, you don't have the luxury of a lot of these modern things that this airplane does. We'll figure it out, folks, but I think I might have to rebuild our route. And I think it's done that because of the IRS issue that we had when I shut the dang power off. It just killed it. So what I might redo is build. I'm going to rebuild it. So if that makes any sense to you. Let's go departure. Departure was the Flozzy, wasn't it? It was the Flozzy 2 and the, I want to say the ARIA transition. Let's take a look really quick. Yeah, it's an ARIA transition. Now you can execute that, but the problem is I'm on heading select, so I really don't care what it does. Because I'm on heading select. So the only thing that might screw it up is the see what the airplane's doing. Yeah, so we're gonna go vertical speed. I'll show you what I'm gonna do. We're gonna go vertical speed back up. I'll bring it on up. So now I'm on level, if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm on level 2 automation. Okay, we're through 10,000 feet, so I'm going to go ahead and speed up the aircraft just a little bit to about 280 knots. Now we're pretty, got to make sure we're pretty good. Now we're going to go direct to Flazzy. Okay, we're still going to fly the route. I'm going to tell the aircraft now, this is one thing we can do is say, all right, I want you to take me direct to Flazzy. All right, we're through 19,000. We're going to go ahead and turn our lights off and clean up the airplane. All of our lights are good now. Let's go ahead and reset our FMA. So our flight directors are going to come off on both sides. Okay. Now this master should not be on. That should be off, folks. That is not right. That's the first thing that would trigger me to go, ooh, there might be some kind of a failure here. Oh, so we got to keep it disconnecting. So we're going to have to take a look at this and see what's going on. We will do our VNAV, our vertical nav. A couple of things at this point that we could do to try to trick it into working is the issue is we've got a master flight director on. The airplane doesn't like the route. So a couple of things that we can do to help this thing out is, you know, I'm not worried. We're not heading select, so I'm just going to go and select heading. Perfect. Now we're going to actually start typing in some manual waypoints to see if we can get this thing connected to our lateral navigation. Alright, this is a fun little exercise. 22,000 looking good. Yep, we're going to do that, cycle the, that's my next move is cycling the autopilot. So we can do that as well. And then if that doesn't work, let's go ahead and type in a route manually, try to trick the thing in. But I'm going to shut the autopilot off, we'll do the gang bar shut off. We'll try to reset it. Okay, so let's go ahead and shut this thing off. It's back on. I'll cancel that. Okay, reset. She does not want to connect. Nothing I do. She wants to connect. Let's go ahead and kick that off. That's good. That's a good sign. We got that off. Let's go ahead and reset that. That's on. Our bars are not working, which is fine. VNAV select. That's a disconnect. Okay. This could be a bus issue. VNAV's on. Auto throttle is armed. Okay. This could be a bus. I mean, obviously, I think it's a suspect issue when, you know, the power got flipped off. It's just a little inconvenience. I mean, that's kind of what this is. It's not, this is not a, I wouldn't even call this a failure. This is just one of those things where it's just not connecting. We'll try another thing. Let's go to GOZZR. I'm going to actually type this in. What I'm going to do is just set it on level. I'm going to level change up to, and just completely take it off of the FMS. So what I'm going to do is a level change up. So I'm going to hold 295. We're going to climb this. Now this is kind of level 2 stuff where it's like, I'm not on full automation, I'm just on level 2, so I want a level change on up to 38,000 feet. I'm completely off the FMS, so I can just actually manipulate whatever I want to do with the FMS. Now I'm just watching my airspeed. This airplane should pitch down to achieve 296. So you can see how it doesn't want to right now. I'm in full power. I'm looking at the climb here. Alright, so let's go 270. Would you do that? I'll meet you. I just want to make sure that's stable on the airspeed before I go heads down. Worst case scenario, I'll go. I'll do a FS climb or a VS climb. Okay, now the airplane should start climbing on us. I'll hold 38,000 feet. We've got 28,000 now. Now the airplane should be climbing. See how we're in excess of airspeed? That airplane should be climbing on level change. It's not gauged. That kicked off too. Okay, well, guess what? We'll go vertical speed. We're going to go ahead about nice, positive, about 1,200 feet a minute. I know we're going to be okay there. At 1,200 feet a minute on a climb, we'll be able to maintain pretty good speed here. Okay, why? Oh, command. That would help. All right, let's see if we got an autopilot disconnect coming on. Got to reset that. Yeah, throttle throttle's coming in. So this is why you don't want to go heads down until you know you've got good automation going. Let's try it. You know, is this engaged? Nope. Okay. So I'm going to actually do level change now. We're going to keep it at, nope. Any? Okay, so this is weird. This is very, very odd to me. I'm going to run 1,200 feet a minute, 280 on the speed. Okay, I'm good with that. We're going to go up to 38. I'm going to go heads down. We're good now. And let's do this. GOZZR, I'm actually going to go reset. I'm just doing an option that you could do. Now, I don't recommend. I recommend if it's doing something like this and you want to completely clear it, which I've just done it. I said, you know what, I'm done with that. Let's clear you out. This is kind of the last step I do before I start looking at QRH stuff and try to troubleshoot. So we're going to go Miami to Norfolk. Shoot. Don't want to do that. ORF. Okay, I'll get to your comments in a minute. Let me just try to troubleshoot this stuff. And departure is going to be the Flossie 2, the Lear transition. We're going to go 8 right. And the arrival is drones 2 with the ISO transition. Okay. Now our legs are here. Now if I go activate and execute, it's not going to do anything because we're not on any of the FMS stuff. So you can see active waypoint. Wait a minute, where are you going? So I want to go to direct to Gosler or Gazer or whatever that is. So if I click and I click that, execute. This thing's gone haywire. I know we have a discontinuity. I get that, but I just want to make sure we're missing some stuff. So after Aaliyah, we've got to go Alpha 309, so you can see the route here. And so after Aaliyah, or Al-Raya, we're going to go Rousey, R-O-W-S-Y, R-O-W-S-Y. Okay. And then we're going to go Yankee. Now, I got to look to see if I'm getting close. I am. So let's try to hook up. Let's try to see if we can get this thing hooked up on our level. Nope. Okay, one more thing. Rousey, and then we're going to do Yankee 309. Oops. So let me just plug this in. Nope, that was the wrong one. Yankee 309 to FLRDA. FLRDA. Okay, and then we're going to go from Florida to Saggy. S-A-G-G-Y. DIW. I'll take a look at the airplane here in just a minute. DIW saggy, next page, DIW, that's Dixon to ISO, link it up, execute it, let's try it. I got to kick off again, heading select, there we go, let's see if we can kick it back on. It's going to reset our FMA again. Okay. Whoa. Crossover down 0.77. Alright, we go back down on the speed. 34,000. Try one more thing. Once I hit set here. Okay, again, the flight director should be off, and it should be off here on top of this. So, what I'm going to do now, is turn it all off again. Okay, here we go. Gang, the gang bar's off. I know we're climbing still. Auto throttle's off. Shutting it all down. I got the airplane. We'll just trim it. So, see how the throttle's unwinding on number 2. Or push that up. There we go. All right, let's restore the autopilot and see if we can get it to work. Oh. We've got VNAV kicked up, but nothing's working on our LNAV. I think I know what's going on here. By Command A. Restoring it. Flight director, auto throttle's armed. Push it up. Okay, now our auto throttle's kicking off. Got the airplane. Guess what, folks? Welcome to old school Southwest. Alright. Manually flying the airplane right now. Give me a second.
In a few moments, we will be starting our in-flight service. We'll be serving complimentary drinks and snacks. Please look in your seat back for a list of complimentary and premium drinks. Premium drinks are available for a small charge. If you wish to make an additional purchase, we only accept credit cards.
Alright. Let's try it one more time. We're going to go flight director. Master's on my side. Flight director's on there. I'm going to turn on our auto throttle. I'm going to try to engage our VNAV. VNAV is now engaged. Command LNAV does not want to engage. So I'm going to Command A. Autopilot disconnected. Autopilot reset. We've got VNAV path, MCP speed. Okay, let's try Command B. Let's see if we can get it on the B system here. Let's see if it's an autopilot issue, A or B. Okay, guess what? Heading select. Okay, I'm gonna run some quick adjustments. I'm gonna run the QRH. Let's get the QRH out now. Let's see what we could do to try to reset the system if that's the issue. My brain bag. Get my brain back. Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now, Jay. Thanks, man. Sorry about I haven't got your comments, but I'm a little, hands a little full right now. I mean, it's, again, grand scheme of things, not that big of a deal. We got speed, we got engines working. Let's just flying the airplane right now, you know. We're at 37,000. I'm gonna try to climb to 38,000. I might have to do it via, you know, a vertical speed indicator, which is fine. I'm gonna go ahead and just bring it down to 0.7. That's why we have paperwork, right? 0.78 is what we want to hold, so I'm going to go ahead and hold that. We're going to go ahead and start a nice little climb with vertical speed. This is why it's so important to know your aircraft and essentially try to know what's going on, right? I suspect it could be a few things. That's exactly what that is. All right, we have an IRS. I knew the IRS kicked off. That's exactly what happened when I threw the power off the IRS. It should have did a full flipping alignment. So I know what I've got to do. I'm going to run the checks. I'm going to put it in ATT mode on our nav2. Now I can't do it in flight because I'm flying, right? I do have the left IRS is working, the right IRS is not. See how it went just completely out? That's why. I was just kicked off. Fun. I lost complete. Alright, airplane, settle down now. So folks, what do we got? Let's see if the throttles kind of respond here a little bit. Altitude hold. Okay, give me an altitude hold. Give me an airspeed that's consistent. Navigation displays are gone. And I'll tell you why. You can't cycle on a, alignment right now. It's not going to work. Yeah, I know. So you can't go to like route alignment at this point. This is going to be rich. They're completely out. Okay, I'm going to run some checks here. Alright, airplane, you do not want to climb. I told you to altitude hold it. Let's go to command. Command B, control wheel steering next. I got the altitude. I'm going to trim it. See, I'm a little too high, so I'm going to trim it down just a minute. And let me take a look at this, what we can do really quick. We lost our IRS display. This is fun. Okay. A couple trims down. Let's see how she takes that. The airspeed is going to come down just a little bit. I'm going to drop it down just a touch. I know we're on auto throttle. Okay, the auto throttle still worked, so that's good. Turn 5 degrees over. What I'd probably do now is try to make a beeline. I'm going to work the problem here in just a minute. I just want to get the airplane settled and trimmed out. We'll start working the QRH. We've lost the navigation displays. See if I can get it in the right spot here. Okay. I wonder if I can just get something on to help me just maintain altitude. I'm trimming it like crazy, so give me a control wheel. I've got a control wheel lit. It's not going to work because it's got nothing. Yeah, airplane, I don't want you to do that, so let's not go nuts. Jeez. Alright, everything off except for the auto throttle. Good. 1126. I'm gonna try to trim it out just to see. I'd probably call ATC and just say, hey, can we get a block altitude 1,000 up? We're over the ocean, folks. So I'm going to try to restore. And you're probably saying, how am I navigating? I'm navigating by a compass right now. So you see I've got nothing in terms of, oh good, now my track IR went to crap. Here we go. I had it on a northbound heading. Come on, airplane, don't do that. This is why 2 people really come in handy. Somebody be flying the airplane right now. Somebody be trimming it. I'm going to try to reset the dang thing if I can get it. Alright, let's figure this out. See how you like that. Do you like that, airplane? Let's just gonna little tap down on the trim. Okay. No, it doesn't. Okay. Somebody give me a page number. Index. This would be a loss of... We got emergency doors, windows, air systems, engines, electrical, communication, automatic flight. Probably there, but it's more of the IRS. Flight controls, flight instruments, and displays. Flight management navigation tab. There we go. Chapter 11. It's fitting. Okay, we got airspeed unreliable. That is not true. Out disagree. CDS fault. Display failure. Nope. Nope. I don't think it's that. FMS disagree. GPS IRS DC fault. IRS fault. I'm not seeing an IRS fault. Now we're way high, folks. I gotta get the airplane down. Let's just end. No, you're not RVSM anymore. Nope. Is Jax online? Oh, shoot. They are online. I'm going to have to call them up. Jack Center, that's another thing. 135.925. That's just what I need. 135.925. I'm just going to tell him I'm going to need a block. I'm going to try to trim it out for you. 135.92.
383 Jacksonville Center, ident.
Alright, let's aviate, navigate, communicate, right? That's what we're going to do.
Walker 3159, roger.
Problem is, I go head down.
Stepping and back up to 370 pitch show for Walker 3159.
I'm going to need a block
Okay.
altitude. Because we're going to be doing this until I can get the stupid thing.
Walker
Out,
3158, you can go back down out of audible 300. You can set a maintain audible 300.
Back down to 300, Walker 3158.
Drilling 383 radar contact 8 miles west of Taylor, audible 330. Residential 69, airport 2 o'clock, 15 miles. Field and set, residential 69. Residential 69, clear division first.
We got a few minutes before an end.
Clear for the visual 7, residential 69.
This is like multiple failures right now. The autopilot's not kicking in. We have a. This is just. This is not cool.
Jacksonville Center, Center Flight 2491 at 1,000. Run 0 Flight 2491, Jack Center, climb maintain, audible 380. Up to flight level 380, Frontier Flight 2491.
My airplane stopped climbing on me. That's what we'll do. I got an EFIS mode, nav freak, disagree.
Delta 1457, please, my airspace, radar service, terminated, frequency change approved.
Okay, 1457, frequency change approved. We'll see you. Thank you.
You little stinker.
Is Atlanta Center up?
Negative, they told me that they were closing.
Okay, appreciate it. Thanks. We'll go to Unicom, see you.
Should be. Let me check with them because they told me they were closing in 5 minutes, about 10 minutes ago, so yeah, he just got off. So radar service for a minute, frequency change approved.
All right, thanks for the service. You have a great night. We'll see you. Center American 2431. All right, go step away for 10.
I got nothing, guys. I got nothing.
Yeah, sure. Call me back.
Wilco, American 2431.
The problem is, once you're airborne like that, you can't reset them. IRS DC is failed. IRS failed is eliminated, and all other IRSs are extinguished and continue normal after IRS is operating normally at AC power.
Presidential 69, runway
IRS
7,
DC
clear
failed,
to land.
eliminated.
Runway 7, clear to land,
Hold on,
Presidential
I'm going to
69.
fugue right up now. I'm going to try to trim down. There we go. I've let the passengers know, obviously, that we have some sort of an issue here. Let's take a look at headings. I'll get back on that north heading. Remember, the compass is opposite direction. There. That north heading is going to give us at least a good track to where we are. I'm looking at our nav chart, so I know exactly where we are. I'm trying to triangulate with VOR too. So we're going to be in this guy's airspace soon. He's got to know that I've got nothing. The 14, yeah, the IRS transfer switch both, yep, both on left or both on right. It did. It does not want to work. You see, this one is a problem on the left side. The right side might be working. The left side, let's try that. System display right. Dang you. I'm climbing again, so hang on, just let me get the airplane sorted. Once I get it sorted again, I'll let you know. The problem is when you're over the ocean like this, I'm trying to look at you guys. You said 11.9. Action is irreversible. IRS mode selector failed side confirm ATT. Maintain straight level, constant airspeed flight until attitude display recovers, probably 30 seconds. How about not? In flight, the IRS, ATT, or nav modes can be inoperative, okay? Okay, let me trim you out as best I can. I'm trying to keep this thing in trim. Come on, airplane, don't descend on me. Come on, baby. There we go. Okay. The good news, we got great weather. Now, would you divert for something like this? Probably not. Not yet, at least. IFR would be that'd be a bear. We're doing good on speed. The engines are fine. The airplane is running okay. It's just trying to get this. Like I said, they give us a block of altitude because we're going to go heads in, heads out kind of thing. But I'm going to try to reset this. All right, the IRS, ATT, and/or nav mode can be inoperative. Partial capability can be restored by selecting attitude mode on the failed IRS. Let's just consider that a failed IRS. The problem is I have 2 failed IRSs. Let me just take a look. The left display says I have 9. The right display says we're good. So I'm going to actually try the left display. But even the right display, I went to attitude and I got nothing. So let's wait 30 seconds on attitude and see if we can get anything going. I don't love this. They're northbound.
And Jackson Center, Presidential 69 vacated runway 07, Alpha Signal signature. Presidential 69.
Yeah, we can do that. See you, pups.
Exit the ramp, good night, Presidential 69.
Pops is bugging out. He's like, I'm done with this. No way. Yeah, that's good. The problem is anything to the coast right now, I'm in MOAs, so I'd have to get clearance and a heading and take that. The thing is, we're going to be fine. We're going to be, if we keep tracking on this course, we're going to be fine, folks. We'll fly right into the South Carolina area, and excuse me, North Carolina area, and we'll be all right. So we'll make landfall somewhere around North Carolina. I'm not concerned about that. I'm just trying to get this. Any IRS back would be great. Selecting attitude mode of the failed IRS is desired. Go to step 9. Selecting attitude mode on the failed IRS is not desired. Go to step 12. Well, we're going to go to step 12. Go to step 12. IRS transfer switch both on left or both on right. Autopilot cannot be engaged. Okay. Both on left or both on right. And I tried that already. No, don't do that to me.
383, leave marker space, line offline, radar service terminated, frequency change approved.
Frequency change is approved, and thank you for the service. Have a good evening, ET. Correction. Airline 3 agent.
IRS both on left. Yeah. This is a bugger. This is a buggeroo. Jack Center, Riptide 12. Check it in, flight level 380.
Riptide 12, Jack, hello, squawk 1471.
1471.
Walker 3158, leave Meyer space, Atlanta offline, radar service terminated, frequency change approved. Good night.
Over to Unicom, Walker 3158. Have a good night.
Flight control failure? What are you talking about? Jack Center, Riptide 12.
Riptide 12, your radar contact 14 north of Ab, level 380. Yeah, go ahead.
Just to let you know, we got a problem on board. Both of our IRSs have failed, so we're just kind of on VORs here. We're out in the ocean, but we're flying heading northbound. If you can give us a block altitude, that'd be great.
Yeah, Riptide 12. Continue heading to 020, block altitude, level 37039 reserves approved.
Okay, say that again, the heading.
Heading that'll put you on course towards the Wilmington VOR. It's going to be about a 015-ish heading, or 020, something in that direction.
Alright, we'll try 015 for now.
Roger. Walker 3159, leave Meyer space, Atlanta offline, radar services terminated, frequency change approved.
Over to Unicom, and thanks for your help tonight, Walker 3159.
Jack Center, Delta 93, ready to check.
Center, flight level 32,000.
Aircraft calling for radio, check your flight, a clear break, Delta 987, Jack Center, ident. Delta 987 radar contact, 35 miles west.
Yeah, we got a flight control light on. Let's go and find out what that is. Gary, you got your
Beach altimeter is 3036.
tab 9.
Altimeter 3036 from Myrtle. Stand maintain flight level 12,000.
At pilot discretion.
What did I say flight controls were? 9?
2000,
12,000.
Okay, flight controls.
Level 0 set, leave Myers Space Bomb, the offline, radar service, tripitated frequency change approved. November 63180, the Jackson below altimeter 3038.
008, 180, thanks.
Jacksonville, good evening, American 1642, flight level 340.
American 1642.
And guys, if I'm not talking, you gotta understand, I got my hands full right now. So
1470.
there's a reason why.
1470, American 1642.
I'm working on that instrument switch here.
Check center, American 2431 back with
American
We
2431.
got yacht amper kickoff on us. I bet you we just extinguished that. That's good. Okay, we're doing a 010 on the heading. Roll 5, hold.
Jackson Center, Delta 2922, requesting IFR clearance to
All right, guys, let's troubleshoot.
150, Delta 292.
Delta 2922, Jacksonville Center, clearance on request, standby.
Refile. I'm not refiling jack right now, dude. I've got my hands full trying to fly an airplane. All right, so I've got instrument switch.
Contact 18 miles south of Ocala, level 340.
Somebody find something
Delta
on
2922, Jack Center.
to do.
Fayetteville Airport as filed. Maintain 3000, squawk 0737.
Got it. It's correcting altitude. All right, let's look at instrument switch as we go up.
Cleared to Fayetteville, file squawk 3707.
Delta 2922, read back correct down, altimeter 3035. Altimeter 987,
I'm sorry, can you repeat this squawk again? I'm sorry, I'm
3036. When able, say your approach
Displays. What do we got? Instrument switch.
Sorry, you were cut off.
I'll say your approach preference.
I left 36.
Delta 987, you can expect that.
987, copy, expect that, left 36.
Instrument switch. Both Captain and FO indications use data from one of the and the same ADARU. Oh, we have really freaking screwed it up. Okay, what do you want me to do about that? I got an IRS both out.
Crossing J-Bank.
1244 ejection, stand by one.
Just gonna fly heading. Trimming up, let's go.
Delta 1245, Jack Center, ident.
Let's go airplane, climb.
Well, Electronical, I'm sorry. Mark 1691, Jack Center, club maintains level 360. Delta 1245, radar contact 24 miles northwest of the Grand Strand of the ORF, level 340. Orlando is currently landing south. Can you accept the Ghetto 1 arrival?
We can accept the Ghetto 1 arrival for Delta 1245.
Delta 1245, clear to the Orlando airport as filed, except that Leopard join the Get Out 1 arrival.
Clear to Orlando as filed, except
I'll be right back.
the direct Leopard and for the Ghetto 1 arrival for Delta 1245.
Delta 1245, read that correct, direct Leopard.
Direct to Leopard, Delta 1245.
Bonanza 6318, can we request 20 minutes out?
Let's see here. That should be no problem. Tell me when you're back.
Let you know when we're back, 18 sir. Thank you so much.
JetBlue 1751 Jack, hello, ident.
Sorry, guys. Let me see if I can get this thing under control.
1751 radar contact 26 miles northeast of Charleston, followable 360. Orlando's landing south, can you get a 1 arrival? JetBlue 1751, clear to the Orlando airport as filed, accepted Leopard, run the Ghetto 1 arrival.
We're screwed.
JetBlue 1751, read back correct, direct
I mean,
Leopard.
I'm screwed either way. It's not happening. ILM VOR 117.7. I'm going to try to troubleshoot a few things, but I've got my hands full trying to maintain altitude, and at least we got a block. So 117.7, that's not up. Okay, so let's try the IRS. I got to get something on here. If a complete ILS fail, let's just say I got both IRSs in ATT, which is attitude mode. I've got no indications on either side.
And Dr. Center, just checking, pilots, pushback at their own discretion, correct? Delta 9.
Yeah, Delta 2922, push your discretion, advise if you want 11 or 29.
Roger that.
I'm going nuclear now.
And we'll be taxi to pushing back for runway 29.
Roger, call for taxi.
We'll call for taxi, Delta 29.
This is not going to work.
Delta 987, fly heading 150, vector to final descent and maintain 9,000.
Delta 987, copy, fly heading 150, vector to final, descent, maintain 9,000.
Jacksonville, United 165 with you at 3,000.
And 165, Jack Center, squawk 0704.
0704 165.
I gotta get outside. I gotta see what's going on. I really screwed it up. Shut it all down. That's right. I gotta stand by. It's just gonna suck. Shoot, give me attitude mode. Uh-oh. Yeah, I know.
At 165, you are radar contact,
Good
15
exercise.
miles northeast of Wiregrass, 5,400. You're clear direct to make and climb maintain followable.
Jacksonville Center, you cut off on that last transmission after Megan.
You're unreadable, sir. Just clear direct Macon. That's Mike Charlie November.
Okay, clear Megan for 165.
Side 5801 for direction of flight. Need you on even altitude. What altitude would you like? Correction at an odd altitude. Would you like flight level 370 or flight level 390? If you want something else, that's cool. Just let me know.
I'll take flight level 370, that's fine.
With that, 5801 be set to maintain level 370, traffic 1 o'clock at about 52 miles opposite direction is an Airbus 320, level 360.
I got one traffic.
751, traffic 1 o'clock at about 50 miles, opposite direction is a 737 descending through flight level 380, restricted above you.
Everything out. I shouldn't have screwed that.
Good evening.
I screwed myself. This is what happens when you don't follow the
29, good evening, Jacksonville Center, squawk 0536.
0536. Spirit wing.
Jackson Center, Delta 92, ready for taxi, runway 29.
This is not going to do anything, but we're going to try it anyway.
There's a Delta 29,
Shut
22
it
trying to
off.
call.
Yes, I was saying, ready, Delta 92, ready for taxi, runway 29.
Delta 29, 22, when you get a sec, squawk 0737, runway 29, taxi via Alpha Delta, cross runway 23.
Squawk 0737, and we'll taxi via Alpha Delta. We'll cross
010,
23 at Delta.
turn 5
29.
degrees.
Delta 922.
Delta 987, fly heading 180, descend to maintain 2000.
Flight heading 180, descend to maintain 2000 for
It's a VFR day, guys. How's that?
Jax, Rip 5801.
Go ahead.
Is there any way we could get slowed down a little bit here? We got to get waves to the company with a failure.
But yeah, that's, speed's not restricted, it's your discretion.
Be our discretion, 5801.
Official aircraft, Jacksonville Center, unfortunately, going to close up here in about 5 minutes.
Cool. Just, that's cool. No! Not cool. Now what's this going to do? Nothing.
And 165, you're leaving my airspace. Unfortunately, Atlanta is offline. Radar services terminated. Frequency change approved. Good day.
Yeah, no worries. Frequency change. Thanks. I appreciate the help. 165.
Got it. Got it. Alright, we're doing good. It's a lot of work here. Yeah, climbing up to 38,000. Here we go. Kids are running outside my house.
Contact 26 Alpha Wellington, flight level 360. Aircraft. Yeah, Jackson's going to start closing up here. Mark 6042, I'm closing. Radar services are terminated. Your frequency change to advisory is approved.
Over to Unicom 1642. Thanks. Good night.
Good night. Target 1691, radar services are terminated. Your frequency change to advisory is approved.
Over to Unicom. Wonderful job tonight. Have a wonderful.
Yeah, I know we got Mach speed, everything. We've got nothing but issues right now.
Yeah, Washington offline, radar service terminated.
That's not going to do anything for us.
Service tonight. Over to Unicom.
Good night.
Somebody got to get the weather here and help me out, get the weather in Norfolk, Virginia, and see what it's at right now. We're going to have to do some old school navigating. So that's still going to be there on a line. I'm going to keep this up 3 minutes and see what happens after that 3 goes. And we'll see if I can't get it to... I got the aircraft. I'm going to recover here. Let me just control the power setting and see if that works once I get it trimmed up
Penn Jackson Center, Delta 292 ready for takeoff, runway 29.
Delta 2922, flight on my heading, runway 29 are cleared for takeoff.
Runway heading, clear for takeoff, runway 29, Delta 292.
Yeah, I'm going to try. All right, let's go to attitude mode. Yeah, I'm going to need your help because, guys, I've got my hands full flying this airplane right now. I mean, I've got it all just trying to maintain altitude with trim. So if you guys can work the QRH for me, that'll be really good. What do we got? You said keep both IRS on ATT, keep the wings and attitude level for 30 to 60 seconds. It'll get some of your displays back. All right, let's do that. So I just flipped them over to attitude mode. And I'm going to try to keep the aircraft level.
Delta 29, correction, Delta 987, flighting 080.
Delta 97, 080.
Heading north. That northbound heading is going to be okay.
Actually, 1729, I'm closing operator service for frequency change approved. Good night.
Frequency change approved. We'll see you later. Have a great night.
Delta 987 is 13 miles from Pork, flighting 030, maintain 2000 to establish grid ILS for my 36 approach.
Come on, I should be getting my dang attitude back. Something.
This aircraft on this frequency, Jacksonville Center is now closed. Radar service to frequency change to advisory is approved. Good.
Okay, I'm advisory right now. Okay, I'm in attitude. Now what? What if they don't come back? Is there anything? What's the next step? Somebody get me the weather over in Norfolk, Virginia, please. If you could get it. We got a couple of airports I'm looking at. Williamson, I could divert. I'm just looking to see if it's VFR, we're gonna be fine. We'll just fly headings and VORs, which I'm okay with. I've got land just right up ahead. That's gonna be Williamson. I'm looking for any type of life with my dang VOR. I don't have anything yet, so I'll be watching that. Alright, what are we slowing down to? 0.76? Alright, we're going to go ahead and drop the speed down to 0.76. There it is. Alright, that's back. Guys, we got an attitude indicator, so at this point, I really don't care. I mean, I was using my standby for now, but that was awesome. Oh, gosh. That's why you want to follow a QRH and not just like, what is this going to do? You know, that's stupid. Thank you for that. Alright, what do we got for weather? Somebody want to help me out with the weather here in Norfolk, Virginia. Alright, we've got attitude indicator on both sides. How do we get this instrument switch to be off? Okay, we've got those off. Let's go ahead and check this. That's good. Alright, I'm just resetting this. Okay, attitude instrument is back, so that's good. I'm going to go ahead and step it up again. It's 0.78. We're making landfall here at Williamton 117.0. That's why. Watch the aircraft for me. 117.0. Come on, get it. Alright, and now I got to clear that. How are we going to clear this instrument switch? You guys know how to do it? QRH that for me. I've got Williamson hooked up on VOR number 2, but that's not what I want on VOR number 2. I want it on VOR number 1. What is 117.0? Get me a dang VOR. Alright, Williamton, I'm on, let's see here. Williamton says 117 even. VOR-1, I wanted the 117. Alright, well give me an indication. Give me a VOR, I'll take anything at this point. Good night. Oh, come on, airplane. You can do it. You can do it. I don't even dang RMI. Nothing. I have nothing. Alright. 00210 stash miles, clear skies. Yeah, alright, guess what we're doing? We're going to go and continue to Norfolk, Virginia. Okay, there's no point in not. Can you guys see that where it says instrument switch? I wish I had a dang VOR course. I mean, give me a course for crying out loud. I got nothing. Like, this is... Come on, dude. I got the airplane here. Kingston VOR, what do we got? 117.5. Problem is I have no course. Okay, I'm gonna hold 380. Holding it basically northbound right now on the heading. We are in landfall. All I know is that I'm 36 miles from Williamton VOR. There's no... I mean, the RMLI should be kicking in, telling me what dang course I'm on. I see it, but there's no indication on the RMI, which is a big issue. Because I would love to fly the VOR, and that's what I'm trying to say here. Like give me something, airplane. Just give me something. I mean, I'll take it what I've got right now in terms of displays, but it would be really nice if I can get a VOR working in terms of radials and actual raw data. I'll take that. I thought that's what the RMI is supposed to do for me. Is that stupid thing saying up? No. Yes. Gosh. That should be completely separate. There's no way that's an op. It says an op. Is it not work on the PMDG? I don't think that's true. That's a magnetic heading on the... Alright, let's do that. Magnetic heading on the what? Position initial page. Let's try that. Alright, let's go FMC. Menu. FMC. Why is it doing that to me? Sean, the only way I can get there is if I put it in... I gotta take a look at the aircraft. Alright, she's stable right now. The only way I could do that, disregard, you're just about overhead ILM. I am. Enter a magnetic heading on the... what if... Enter magnetic heading on the position initial page or on the overhead IRS. Let's go to the overhead IRS. There's nothing else going to work. Magnetic heading is basically north. And I got nothing. I can't even use it. Dude, I got nothing on here. I can't. Like, that's the thing. I got nothing on this. And I dare not take it off of attitude. The init ref page. See what I mean? Like, I could go index, position, there we go. Where am I going to enter it? 360? That's pretty much what I'm doing right now. Okay. I put that in there. Alright, now what? Set IRS heading 360. Okay, good. That's done. What the heck? Did it do anything? Alright, I got a VOR in. I can spin a course now. So we got a 2 flag. Alright, there's our RMI. That makes me mad. That RMI should have worked without that. Alright, now what? Set IRS heading. It did. Bottom right done. Right, Romeo 5. One time. Okay, we're passing through. We're just passing the station right now. So I want to go outbound. The Kingston VOR 117 point. Guys, we're cooking with gas. 117.5. Look at you. This is why we do this, right? This is why you're here to help. Because, you know, I got my hands full trying to trim the aircraft out. Okay. I'm looking for a VOR number 2 to set up for Kingston, which is 117.5. The map display on the failed side is not available. Enter update heading periodically on the position page or on the overhead IRS by selecting heading. Okay, hold on. The map display on the failed side is not available. Enter updated heading periodically on the position initial page. Okay, unit by selecting headings. Okay, let's go up there. Could I enter it? A 360 up there? Clear it? It won't let me do a darn thing on that. What is on the left side? What's this 9-minute crap? I think that's just the heading. Station passes, I'm hoping. Just going to crank it up just a little bit. Kingston 117.5. Okay, what is going on here? Where's my nav 1? Give me something, airplane. Of course not. I'm heading right to Kingston VOR here. But it's a beautiful day. I can't ask for anything worse than this. Periodically. Which one? This? Alright, heading. Check it out. It looks like 009. I'll guess with you. But what irks me about this is I should be able to see the VOR without this crap. You know what I'm saying? I'm flying direct to this thing. Alright, we're going to go raw data now. We're going to fly direct to the VOR. Oh, don't do that. You know, that really irks me because this should be raw data. I should be able to see this on my RMI completely right now. So there's got to be a bug here. I'm just saying, like, the RMI should work independent of the ND. So I shouldn't have to worry about this. Do you know what I'm saying? Folks, I'm going to fly direct to the VOR here. And my problem and issue is simply that I should be able to fly an actual VOR without this display. I should be able to hone in and tune a frequency in. Does that make sense? And I'm trying to give myself a little bit of room to capture the VOR when ahead. Drone 2 arrival. We're basically going to go 034 from Kingston VOR. We're going to head that to Bronze to Cofield, which is going to be 114.6. I'm going to give myself a nice little... this is a really good training opportunity for our pilots, by the way. You just lose everything. We're going to have to think about... I want you to think about descending soon. Expect 11,000. What are the... I think it was pretty benign in terms of weather, wasn't it? Okay, let's look at VOR number 2. VOR number 2, I should get 114.6. 114.6. Okay, so this is VOR number 2. It should be. This is VOR number 1. Alright, it's all reversed on my panel. Alright, I got the aircraft. It's starting to dive. Starting to dive. Recovering here. There's 1,000 below. Go. Man, I'll tell you what. $340 we're heading. Cofield 114.6. I did that. I don't have anything on nav 2 yet. 114.6. Just straight up Kingston VOR. Radio check. Radio check.
555.
How you doing back there? Better than me.
I got an RA and had to dive under you.
Yeah, you shouldn't be anywhere near me. It's like, yeah, it's not going to be good. Alright, I'm going to superimpose this puppy, and then we're going to start thinking about our arrival into the airport. I'd like to... Hey, can you call top of descent for me? That's going to help.
Yeah, I'll call top of descent for you as soon as I can.
We're getting close to the VOR. I got 10 miles away, so I'm just going to hold it heading at 355. Let the cone of confusion take over, and then we're going to go outbound on the drone 2 arrival here. Outbound 30034. So we're going to turn to the right about 6 miles. We'll start our turn now. Kind of lead it a little bit. Heading course 034. Well, the good news is we got a good VFR day. Just raw data. We're basically flying a 737-200, folks. I mean, this is... As long as I have data, we're good. We could fly it. Data is everything. If we don't have that, then we are toast. And just goes to show you, I mean, even...
Just to warn you, I'm going to be offset 5 from you because I'm getting pretty close to you.
I'm going 0.78. What's your speed?
I was at 0.76. Now I'm back up to 0.78 because I'm offset.
Gotcha. Alright, we're going to go with Kingston and then CVI. Last line of QRH in that section was do not use either autopilot. Thanks, appreciate it. Yep. Now we basically have 2 IRS failures, essentially what this is. Let's go ahead and give it good. This is pretty much a nice... let's see where the wind's coming from, folks. ISO winds 256, so they're coming at us. There's the intercept coming in. Got the airplane here coming up. It's a nice turn. 256, the wind's kind of quartering tailwind. It's actually going to push us into the radial, so we're going to have to hold about 5 degrees this side of the line and see what that radial wants to do. So it's just kind of sneaking in. Let's see. We're just a little offset. We'll see if the wind... Now the wind is pushing us further away from the radial, so what I'm going to do is turn about 3 or 4 degrees right there and let the wind take over here. There we go. All right, let's start thinking about an approach. What do we got for weather? Sorry, folks, I haven't been looking at weather. I need your help. I know you posted it on for me. You need to start descending. Well, hold on, because Nate's going to call my descent shortly. Now, we could do it a 3-to-1 rule if we had to, which we could do. Looking at 11,000 feet. 19,000 feet over Bronze. That's turbojets. That's us. But I don't know where the heck Bronze is. Bronze, you're looking at 37 miles from Williamton. So I'm going to start right. No, the Kingston VOR.
Okay, Jason, according to everything I got here, you should already be in the descent.
Yep. Yeah, Roger, I got that. Okay, we're going to start pulling it down. Okay, I'm going to start a nice descent here, folks. We're going to descend down to 19,000. Nice and easy. Okay, what do we got for winds? I'm sorry I'm using you guys, but I'm going to use you. I'm going to use all my resources today. So I want to do about 1,200 feet a minute, maybe a little bit more on the descent. We need to be about 19,000 feet. Thank you, John. John's like, descend now. He's right. Okay. Norfolk is 2004, 10 statute miles clear, 1 and 3. Let's go ahead and plan on the 2-3 approach. Does everybody concur with that? The ILS is going to be 109.1, and I'm just going to use the obviously visual. I'm going to back up the ILS. We should be good to go. Call up maintenance. I bet you when we land we can get this thing reset. That would be no problem. Oh, stupid idiot. See, that's what happens sometimes. You think, you know, you're like, oh, yeah, oops, I forgot to reset the dang IRS. That was stupid. But look at you now, right? 10 minutes on the ground would have saved a lot of time messing around. All right, we got 29.6 ISO VOR is Kingston. We should be at 190. We're a little high. All right, I want to come down to idle, so let's go to idle. I wonder, could I use control wheel? I can't use autopilot, period, but control wheel steering, is it an option at this point? Like, I don't even know. Can I use control wheel? Because it would be so nice if I could use control wheel. Nothing. I guess that is part of the autopilot system. Okay, I lost it again. All right, look, what do we... it's 30, 25. Alright, where's CVI? Flip me over to CVI. CVI is 114. Okay, I got the airplane, folks. We're just gonna fly stick and rudder now. I'm done. I'm done playing games. Stick and rudder now. Okay. 055 after Cofield, which is CVI. Somebody give me Norfolk. Norfolk's 116.9er. No, airplane, get down. We're going to be doing station passes soon, so I'm going to go ahead and set this. How are we doing on our speed? Good. 055 on the heading. Good. About 5 miles away, we're going to turn to 055.
Jason, I'm showing you about 2,000 feet high on the descent path.
Oh, I know. Okay, bud, thanks. Won't be for long. Okay, we're going to go to 055. We'll fly to Norfolk, Virginia. I've got Norfolk about 44 miles away. We're going to go out, flip around, and then turn back in. Once I get a good intercept here, we get station passage. Brakes coming out. Slow the aircraft down. Trying to hook up a visual. I think I got the airport in sight, straight ahead, right off the, right there. I think that's our airport. All right, guys. So the good news. This is a team effort, and Gary, this is kind of what I would do in the flight deck. I'd have somebody, somebody flying the airplane, somebody doing the working the problem, and that's exactly what you're doing, you folks. All right, inbound, we're looking at the ILS, the 109.1227 on the course inbound. Now, I know I'm a little bit out, so I'm going to go try to intercept this. We just passed station passage, and we're going to have to fly outbound a little bit. I believe I see the airport. I think it's at 12 o'clock. It's right off this bridge. I'm headed right for it. We're pretty much in a nosedive, about 4,000 feet a minute with the brakes out. That's good fun. It's good fun. We're doing a good descent rate. 14 miles. I should intercept 055 outbound here. I don't know what's going on my course. There we go. 055. We'll turn in. $22,000. Here we go. Well, this has been a fun inaugural flight, hasn't it? I've been working. I hope you guys, well, you guys have been helping me, so we've both been working on this one, huh? We're pretty much going to go right over the field. I got it, dead ahead. See it? It's right ahead, right there. Ding. I wonder. Are you? Oh. What? Alright. I wonder. Can you give me primary? Oh. Plenty. I've got the airport in sight, folks. We're doing good. 18,000. Here we go.
Out the drone.
Okay, descending down to 2,000. I'm pretty much off the arrival now. I got a visual in the airport. Alright. Let's fly the aircraft. Those are on. Lights are coming on. Not those lights. We can't forget to fly the airplane. So we're going to do that. Wing lights are on. Descent checks, please. Altimeters and bugs. Let's go ahead and set that. Flat 30 on this one. I'm sorry, I don't have time to do anything else. I just don't. 109.1. I would have somebody work the numbers. 109.1. Okay, got an inbound course coming in at inbound 227 on the course. Got a visual? There it is right there. Let's get it out of arm mode, please. A3, I don't want that primary. We're going to go primary RMC. That's better. Gives me primary information, so I don't have to look down at anything. I can just fly the aircraft. Now we're just visual. Norfolk traffic, Riptide 12 on a base. I'm going to be extending out that base a little bit for runway 23. Norfolk. Alright, this runway is approximately 9,100 feet. After we get off, we're going to go ahead and make a right turn. If we need to go around, it's beautiful out here. You can see there the runway. We're going to descend down to 2,000 feet. We'll just make a nice base. We'll slow down the aircraft here a little bit as we get approach 10,000 feet. You know, major thing for us is going to be watching the stall. You know, we're going to be on top of the speed. Our VRAF is 132. Let's go ahead and set this to 2. One more time, I'm going to update this so I don't lose it. 655.
We have begun our final descent into Virginia.
10,000
Flight
feet.
attendants will be passing through the cabin to collect any trash one final time. Please ensure tray tables are stowed and seats are in the full upright position. Please also store any carry-on items either in the seat back pocket or under the seat in front of you. Please complete all Wi-Fi related tasks and stow any larger electronics.
Okay, I'm going to slow it up. This doesn't do a darn thing for me. It doesn't do anything for me, obviously, other than raw data. Okay, let's pitch it up, slow it down. I gotta bleed all this speed off. I gotta bleed all this altitude off, so boo-hoo, right? I would love to just turn in, but it was too dang high. No big deal. We'll just go to J-Hall, flip it in at 2,000, and we'll be good to go. Slow down. Okay, speed's coming down. Altimeters and bugs set. My bugs, I'm going to bug it. .6 feet. to start our turn in. Norfolk traffic, Riptide 12, turning base, runway 23. Norfolk. Okay, flight controls. Yacht Emperor coming back on. We should kind of cancel that. I'm going to start slowing that descent rate down just a little bit. Keep on churning in. Keep on trucking. Brakes coming in. Arm them. Give it a little bit of fuel. Okay, we're doing a base right now, pretty much 90-degree turn as I come in. There's Norfolk, Virginia is really cool. You can see a bridge. I'm going to fly that bridge pretty much straight into the runway. What's so cool about this airport is that we can just fly this bridge. You see it over the nose here? That's what we're going to do. Good speed. I'll go 210 on the speed here. Nope. We should be about 2,000 feet right now over J Hall. I'm going to start slowing the aircraft down. Set 28 for 2. $2,600. A pretty good intercept. It's a little still a little too aggressive for me. I like to. I got my SA, folks. 227 inbound. Turn. I'm gonna follow this bridge all the way in. You ready for flaps? Flap 5. Get it down. Fog down 180. I got the airport side. Trying to slow down the aircraft a little bit to about 180. Do not climb on me, please. Okay, we're a little low, Coop, so I'm going to push it up. There we go. Norfolk traffic, Riptide 12 on final, probably 15 out. Norfolk, no, sorry, 10. That's not going to work either. All right, folks, buckle up, Buttercup. We're still a little low. Okay. Okay, glide slopes left. Gear is down. Coming down. Flap 15. Pitch this thing up.
Glide slope.
Roger, I got it. I got a visual.
Glide slope.
Okay, you ready?
Glide slope. Glide slope.
Don't get away from me, airplane. Holy smokes. So let me give me a wind check. This looks like it's... Alright, let's see here. Auto brakes on 2. Flaps 30. Green light. And we are armed. Landing check complete. Looking good. See all those battleships out there? It's pretty cool, huh? Passengers don't even know what's going on. That's the fun part.
Glide slope.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope.
Negative,
Glide
we're
slope.
fine.
Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope.
I'm right on it.
slope.
What are you talking
Glide
about?
slope.
Jeez.
Check. 50. 30. 10.
Where are you going? Where are you going, airplane? Okay, out of the brakes. Got a little squirrely on me at the end there.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Virginia. The local time is 8:57 a.m. and it's currently about 34 degrees
I'll tell you what, I earned my
Fahrenheit.
money on
Do
that
now
one.
use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins as items may have shifted during the flight. We thank
And
you
off
for
for
flying
traffic,
with us.
Riptide 12, clear the active runway 23. I know pilots that'll defer their aircraft because their autopilot is on a VFR day. You know, you could have said, oh, why don't you go to a... There's no point. You're going to be in the same position. Now, if this was socked in IFR, you know, that would be harder. I mean, that I would really consider and be like, you know, I probably don't want to go and do all that. All right, we're going to go to gate 16 here. So let me stop the airplane and let me just call up GSX here and get it going. Restart Chordal. I don't know why I have to do that. Burning precious fuel here. That's at least my words, right? Okay, so we're going to go gate 18, I believe. Oops. It's gate 16 I want. KPU's coming on. We're going to see if it's a failure. I'm going to reset everything on the ground. Do a complete IRS. Brakes. We're on the ground. That was fun. Not really. Wasn't for me. Was for you. All right, that's back to work. I got to get some stuff done. I got to shut the engines off. We're on the bus. That's off. Autopilot. Excuse me. Seatbelt signs off. Fuel pumps coming off. On the overhead here, we do have full gate services here, so we will do the deed. Pack's coming off. It's 37 degrees out, so it's pretty darn cold out there. We'll call up our ground power. Get the airplane beacon off. Exit lights off. Well, let's go ahead and pull up the... What the heck are you doing? I parked this airplane. We've got to pull the chocks up. We'll get the gate jetway on it. Once we do that, I'll call in the... go ahead and pull... let's see here. For request deboarding.
The boarding requested.
I want to see if the... Yeah, okay. Thibs, it's like there's something at the setting where it's continuous braking, and I forgot what it's. I think that's the thing is you need. It's not park brake.
Passengers deboarding started.
It's something with the toe brake where it's continuous, right? That makes sense. All right, folks, let me get the. I'll help you in a minute here. Let me get the jetway hooked up. I mean the ground services. We're going to request ground power, hook that thing up. Once I get a good ground power on the airplane, then alright, ground power's up. Alright, ground power's up. APU is now off. I'm going to stop burning fuel. Fuel pump's coming off. All these are off. Sweet. Yeah, no crap. Great job. You don't know what I went through, dude. Well, the passengers are like, ooh, you know, fugoids the whole way in. What the heck are you doing? Well, let's see. Okay, let's 9:03. We were in. We're in Bravo 16 with oil quantity of 91.98. Hydraulic 100 over 100. And now let's go ahead and get my airplane fixed and see if this is it. It's going to do a complete reset on the ground, and then I'd have to call maintenance. If this doesn't work, then we're calling maintenance and saying, hey, you know, can we dispatch up to Providence or not? So that's kind of the next thing. As we do that, I'm going to assume it's not a broken airplane, just a broken pilot, which is sometimes happens. That was hard, and I'll tell you why it was hard, because I couldn't do anything, right? I was completely consumed in flying the aircraft. I couldn't work the problem, and that's why I have you to help me work the problem. And I appreciate all of you for looking at the FMC and, you know, all that, and I really do appreciate all that hard work. Mission accomplished, right? I mean, we put it down at Norfolk, Virginia. This is Norfolk scenery. I love it. It's cool looking. It's pretty sweet. I'm sure the passengers were not happy with me. Just because of all the... I didn't pay attention to them because I was too busy flying an airplane. All right, well, take a look at the toe brake settings. Let's jump back in the flight deck, though. So I want to show you. Okay, let's go ahead back here. I'm gonna have to turn that off. Let's pull our ACARS up and see if we can get credit for this. We're all over the sky pretty much, but at the end of the day, that works. Fire up is filed. Good deal. That was our first aircraft. Now, everything's off on this airplane, okay? So let's go ahead and see if we can reset this. We've got good 1, 2, 1, 2. You should see on DC, align. Good. 2 alignments. Let's go ahead and check that out. It would have been hairy on an IFR day. I would have really considered not doing that with no displays like that and just straight up. See, I'm not going to take this last position. You can see why. I'm going to take this position and just plug it in. Or, better yet, you can go with the GPS and pull that right GPS in. That's kind of the best. The gate's the best thing you do, but the next best thing is going to be the GPS position. So let's see what we got. 8 minutes. And I bet you it comes back. Your wife could have flown the aircraft? I'd like to say thank you on behalf of the group and ourselves. And I hope we've passed the audition. That's right. Yeah, I mean, this is the kind of stuff that, you know, that we're going to be talking about in training and stuff like that. So, quite fun. All right, I think we do a pushback out of here. I'm going to do another turn. If we got a good airplane, I'll just wait to see. We've got about 9 minutes before that happens. But we get a good airplane, and then we could. Where did Nate go? Is this sim crash? Where he is. Welcome to Norfolk, Virginia, by the way. Nate, well, try to get back. No, I'll try to get back in. That was sure something. Yeah, it was that I earned my paycheck today, folks. I mean, Gary, you wanted failures. Well, you got it. Self-inflicted, no less, but you've got it. So, yeah, you know, I wouldn't really call that an emergency. It's more of a pain in the butt, right? It's more of a like, all right, give me a block altitude. I'm trying to trim this airplane I'm all over the sky. You know, I can't work the problem. I can't work the QRH because I don't have an autopilot, right? So, but you can. And I appreciate that. And that's why I'm going to say, you know, pull the QRH and help me out because I can't do it. Because I'm trying to maintain block altitude, right? So if this is a real life situation, I do the same thing. Look, you fly the airplane, just hold, keep the wings level, keep a heading, and I'll work the issue. I'll work the problem. I couldn't work the problem. You can see I was looking down. Every time I look down, look up, the airplane's in a descent or in a climb. I couldn't really work the problem effective because I was too consumed on flying the aircraft. So it's real, right? That things like that real. And it's cool on the stream where you can go in and pull the QRH for me and say, like, Scott, I mean, just to get my attitude indicator back was big. That was big news for me. I mean, I was flying with the standby, but I was like, man, this is bare bones flying a 737 now on a standby. You can do it. Another thing I found, there's a bug with the RMI. That should be completely independent of the ND. Completely. And I have to look to see if the RMI is independent from the ADA route. And I got to look it up because that would be really stupid. If you lost all of your, let's say you just lost everything on top, just like we did. We lost everything. We should be able to fly a heading, attitude, and navigation, picking up raw VOR signal without nothing. Okay, and that's what I think should have happened, and it didn't, right? So you could see that, like, oh, the heading. It shouldn't be depending on heading I select. It should be depending on VOR, an actual VOR data range. A flippin' 152 from 1960 can track that, right? So I'm a little concerned, I should say, that that system was not there for us. Because I'll tell you what, folks, if it was there, it'd have been a little easier. Right? I could track a VOR, even if it's on a, the HSI or the RMI, I could still track that VOR. I could still fly a course. That's all we need. Attitude, airspeed, altitude, course. That's it. We could fly nothing else. We could fly it, right? Everything else is secondary. Pitch, power, the whole 9 yards. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. The sim crashed. Sorry, man. Foxtrot Sierra Simulations, you replied way back. You never heard anything. What was your name? What's your name? Do me a favor. Are you on Discord at all? Are you on our Discord at FSBN channel? Because if you are, let me know what your name is. I'll look in the system and see what we got. Because we'll reach out to you for sure. Surprised you have a 200. A 200 is better than that. Like, guys, a 200 I could fly a pitch with autopilot. Like CWS. Even CWS mode I would have loved. Because it would have locked our altitude in. I didn't even have that. So this was less than a 200. This flight was just terrible. Oh, look at that. We got 3 minutes to go. So for the next 3 minutes, I do want to talk about that. Yeah, Foxtrot Sierra Simulations. Let me get you our Discord. If you don't have our Discord, I'm going to go ahead and send it to you right now since we're sitting on the ground here. And I'm going to try to get it over to you, and you can shoot me your name. And I'll look in the system and see where you're at. And we'll go from there. If that works for you. Oh, now I did it again. Oh my gosh. Well, I hope it was entertaining. I mean, if anything, I hope watching me sweat the whole flight was entertaining. Gosh, guys. I'll take an MD-80. I'll take an MD-80 half dead too. At least I know with the MD-8 I can fly it. No, in all seriousness, I should have been able to fly a VOR without any of without the IRS. It should have just grabbed the signal. So I'm a little upset about that, but that shouldn't happen. I'm going to go copy this invite and send it to you now on our channel.
Do you want to deboard crew?
No, don't. There you go. Yes, more Mad Dog. We got Mad Dog flights coming up. They're coming up in, I think, 2 weeks. I'll be flying the Mad Dog again. So don't worry, they're coming. All right, we got 1 minute to go, and I bet you it works. I bet you're going to have a good aircraft for our next flight. I can almost guarantee it. Watch, we get no display. I'd be like, maintenance. Maintenance. Gosh, this should have reset everything. All the hamsters should be reset right now. Let me reset this. And by what I'm talking about reset, I'm going to come down here. Get a heater on the aircraft since it's pretty cold in here. Request that. We're going to payload. We're going to just empty it all. Oh, look at that. Yeah, we still got an instrument switch issue. Why is that? Okay, we got a good position there. That's something we're going to have to work out, folks, is this instrument switch. Right there, that's why. It's going on normal. That should go away. Okay, we got a good airplane. Yeah, we're dispatching over to Providence. We're ready. Self-inflicted wound, that's what that was. 3800 over 3610. I knew it too. I knew it. I'm like, man, I probably just lost my IRS. But it was like seconds. I was like, we're getting up. Anyway, this disappoints me right here. I don't like this. This should not be. This should be completely independent of the ND. Period. I should be able to fly the airplane without any displays with these three instruments. So, think of as a bug. I don't know. I got to look in the systems. But anyway, I appreciate all of you bearing with us here and, you know, flying along and having fun and watching me sweat the whole dang night. Are you doing this leg right now? No, I'm not doing the Providence leg. I'll do that next. Actually, I'll film that and I'll be posting our next leg. I'll do a turn out of here and I'll film it. And we'll go to Providence, Rhode Island. And then from Providence, Detroit. All of that will be filmed and I'll post it on the FSBN channel. That will be a public one so you can see it. And then obviously we're going to overnight in Providence today. So we've got Providence, Rhode Island, Detroit, and back to Providence, and then we're done. And then you'll probably see me the return leg. I'll get that on there next week, and then you'll see it building up to next Friday. And next Friday, folks, we're going to fly from Miami down to Jamaica and back up. So that's kind of what next Friday has in store for us. Yeah, you're good. All right, Foxtrot Sim, just go ahead and send me that, and I'll see what's up. I'll see what's going down. So, again, folks, get in there. Thanks for watching. It's been a ton of fun. That was a incredible failure. Well, really, that's kind of how we train. We train like this. We train for this kind of crap. I mean, we haven't done this, but we could. Never know. CQ 2023 is coming, and this, upsets are going to be a part of our training. We might have complete system failure. We might have a complete IRS failure. So, and say, okay, now navigate. What are you going to do? Like I said, if Norfolk, Virginia was probably IFR, I wouldn't have done that. I would have said, okay, forget it. Let's divert. Let's just go somewhere where we can get this dang thing reset. And honestly, it would have taken maybe 15-20 minutes because we would have landed, pulled off, kept the engines running, reset the dang thing, flipped it back, and then gone on our way. So it was probably about a 30-minute delay. But because we had beautiful weather here in Norfolk, Virginia, that's why we continued. There's no point into going diverting and screwing everybody up for this, because you just want good weather, and we had it. And so it was really nice when we had good weather. Really advantageous for us on this route. So yeah, man, that's right. Cool. So look again for next week. We'll probably head down to like I said, Miami and Jamaica, and then look for this week. You're going to see a lot of these flights filmed. So I'm going to film them out of here. I'll film the push, taxi, takeoff, and then I won't show any of the crews. You won't see that, and then I'll probably grab you a top of descent. So probably quick videos, maybe 15-20 minutes. You'll see departure, climb, top of descent 10,000, and then maybe obviously the landing, and then we'll do that. So you'll see these airports coming in here pretty quick. All right. Folks, thank you again. Appreciate your patience and your time, your help. That was a big one. That was a team effort getting this airplane back on the ground with the, the handcuffed that we had on the airplane. Found out a few things that this airplane does not want to fly with. You can't navigate without an ND display, which is stupid. I should be able to pick up a VOR, no problem. So that's just odd. And I will look at that to make sure that's a fact. But I think it's a fact. Like, we shouldn't have to have an IRS to hook up to a VOR. These antennas are VOR antennas. One's a communication, one's a VOR. Hello, right? So I'm a little not happy about that. But okay, you guys have a great night. We'll see you until next time. Keep the blue side up and the brown side down. Have a good one. Have a great week. I will see you next Friday.